This is a blurry fucking game. I mean, hello everyone.
Hey, guys. Hey, Dan.
Hey Bob.
Look at this. There's someone on screen. I can't quite tell who.
Trying. I'm trying to look at it. You know, it's really funny. I actually didn't see who wrote it in the comments, but somebody was like, I can't wait to watch this stream where they're going to bash the Switch. The Switch is maybe my favorite Nintendo system. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, I can't.
This is intense.
It's probably my favorite Nintendo system since the GameCube.
Jesus, it's way loud.
It's a little loud. Oh, hi, Jetpack Waffle. This is not the Switch's fault. I feel like they should have spent longer and made a more optimized port of this.
Staying up late tonight?
Because the shadow resolution, Johannes has like speckling on his forehead.
Yeah, it's good.
He's got crazy freckles. Got the mad freckles.
Can you tell me more?
Laserkid says, hey, Gigaboy's been suffering through this port too. We're not that far, so not yet, but I do intend. I don't need you to tell me this version is worse. I already bought it. I'm surprised in the ways it's worse. Its load times are still a bit of a bear. These dudes are virtually unrecognizable
Oh
at
man,
the wide.
old lady, Jesus. She's got no face.
She's about to ask you to do a sick grind.
Give me
but,
the key.
Q.
Oh, you're
Fox, we don't have Nightmare unlocked, and no, the Switch version is already a bit rough and a bit of a nightmare, you know. So we don't need to play it. Toshiro Nico, it should just be you with no sound. I feel like other people would be saying something by now.
What's your name? Miriam. What?
No, we're barely into this game, Jetpack Waffle. You basically missed us coming over on a boat. That's it.
Suppose I-
Yeah, there's no spoilers here, really.
Just Johannes being like, we sure are on this boat. And then the boat gets attacked, and he's like, why is this boat getting attacked? And they're like, oh, I guess it must be the demons from the castle. We're here to stop. And there you go. You are spared from Vapor at 30 frames per second. That's 30 capped?
There's any targets?
Honestly, this looks so rough most of the time. Yeah, I already accepted all of those.
Man, honestly, I keep, because I'm on the Switch, keep hitting the wrong button.
Well, I switched them
Right.
back. So you're trying to do Nintendo input for confirm, which is
Yes.
the circle or B button.
Oh man, that bat
On
looks weird.
Xbox, A on Nintendo. And I already told the game, no, swap that. I want this to control like every other fucking version. Spacemate said, Jesus, Susie's mouth goes crazy when she talks. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
man, did you see that capacity thing?
yeah, no, but I've picked up other things, so I know.
Okay.
Either way, I'm probably gonna 100% this version just to have a guide. So
Yeah,
that way,
yeah,
while
it's
playing
like a
any
brief-
other version of this game, I can whip it out and look at my archives.
Yeah, it's
And
going
just
here.
look
like,
through it and be like, what
what's
demon drops what?
Simba?
Chibi Drew says this works worse than my PC playing it, and I don't even have a video card. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not an optimized port. That is very apparent.
It is a we got it done in time port.
Right. And, you know, as someone who just came for playing this on 4K on PC with a stutter problem, man, that PC stutter problem's annoying. It doesn't have it at lower resolutions, as it turns out.
Whoops,
Nope, you can't do that. But lucky you, it stopped crumbling just so you could walk your ass back up there. And
Yeah, get it
do
to crumble
do it
again.
Hi, Pastor Remote. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Those elf ears. If I'm gonna play, I'm gonna. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to use some other weapon. Maybe just the whip. Sure.
I feel like the less critical input you can have, the better for this version.
Right. The whip gives me the coverage and range without being is stuck in a animation.
Now you can go get the fancy whip.
It's true.
Oh, let's see.
Oh god, that's gonna run so bad. Let's go do it.
Oh, yeah.
Unless-
Roxy says, my friend got a Switch code for Curse of the Moon, but forgot to change his code to PC for Ritual of the Night. I can't believe he's gonna have to play this version too. Yeah, Hill Xeon, I told him well in advance, don't get the Switch version. Don't get the Switch version, change the version. He's like, but I like the Switch. And I'm like, gonna be really fucking rough, dude. And for whatever reason, he committed, and now he's like, this version's so rough, I'm just gonna go double dip.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, absolutely.
Staying up late tonight. So,
But, you know, I'm sure if this was your only version of the game, you'd still really enjoy playing it. It's just,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
visually incredibly rough.
Is there a reason we shouldn't make the Batwings?
I love Cotton. Yeah, no,
Okay, all right. I was like, does he really love Cotton? Is he making this up? Oh man, that's rough. All right.
Kroger says, glad I got the PS4 version. Yeah, at least the PS4 version hits 60 in a lot of places on vanilla PS4.
Here it is.
Get your ambivalence on. I feel like we should be using gun, but
That's probably right, but oh man, I don't want to buy that made bullets.
I almost resorted to that for Vapor, just to not.
oh,
I just like getting Switch versions of things because my computer is a potato. Yeah, no, I understand that.
Oh man, that does not look how it looks on the other consoles at all.
Vox says, playing on Nightmare has changed how I view this game. It makes you afraid. Yeah, that's how hard mode Order of Ecclesia works. If you want to have that same feeling, go try that someday. Because it is the same shit.
Yeah.
Of, like, everything is a fucking threat.
Yeah, I tried a bit of hard mode. I didn't try Nightmare yet. I need to do that.
Every last boss battle is a motherfucking tyrant situation. You better hope the game handed you a rocket launcher. KZ says these models are hilarious. I am curious to hear, like, when Xeon's done with the game, like, how it ultimately felt. Because we've played every version. Well, actually, that's not true. I haven't included my Xbox version. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and show off all the versions. I'm gonna... Is there a live cam? It's E3. Did you know?
Yeah, we got KZ here in field.
KZ's in the chat and feels here in spirit.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and drag all that bullshit off the screen. This is hilarious.
Guh. Thanks, KZ.
Oh, do I still have it? Oh, it's right. It's cinematic DCI 4K, not normal 4K. So the aspect ratio doesn't quite match.
I don't think you need to get in the server and start yelling at us over the internet, KZ. It's not actually E3, despite what we're saying.
Okay, so
Oh, Jesus.
I'll give the rundown on this again.
Sometimes it glitches and she holds the whip in midair instead of hitting with it.
So we've got this version. There we go. Just the Switch. Does it come with a manual? Does it have a reversible cover? Neither. Nope. Nuh-uh. Not this time. We got Curse of the Moon on the Switch. Does it come with a reversible cover and a manual? Yes. A tiny manual. And a reversible cover. It looks very nice. Then we got Xbox. That's a thing. No version of the actual original at Night game has a manual, so I'm gonna stop showing that.
Yeah.
But here's why we're doing this for real. So if you're backer, you get this, right? This foil thing. I don't mind it. I think it's neat, but I also wanted the steelbook. Here is the steelbook.
It's very nice.
It is. And I'll switch that around. Backside's not a whole lot of anything. By the way, you can see me. Hey. Now, I bought this for the Switch version. That means this tiny thing, which is a tiny piece of plastic in here, and it fell out. First thing when I opened it, it's just a tiny insert. So really,
Oh my god.
you
Oh my
take
god.
that out and stick any other copy in it.
Oh wow, the HD Rumble is going crazy because I'm low health.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's just like, oh Jesus. I'm gonna use a healing item. I tried to kill Sabnock twice. That was a mistake.
Bold.
Yeah.
was awfully bold for a person above 0%. Okay. Whoop. And we'll switch back to the game. When's the Vita version? Yeah, about that. Hey, Lady 1011. Hard level 1 Ecclesia is how Chad's played Metroidvania. I had a lot of fun with Ecclesia's hard mode, but I didn't level cap at one. I don't think.
Jesus. Yeah. So this whip has a glitch where she'll sometimes just hold it, not swing it.
It's like the Steam sword.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. That sure did spell the phrase "level up." I'm told. But yeah, they canceled the Vita version and they canceled the Wii U version, which is fine. You're seeing how it's running on the Switch. Neither of those would have run even this well.
Right.
It's a good thing you're not using the great sword. It's so maneuverable. You're doing great. This version, I hear there's input lag from people. We haven't done any testing yet.
Right.
It obviously doesn't feel as good as the other versions. It's 30 frames per second, so.
Right. So it's always hard to tell if it's just from that or.
Because yeah,
something more
inherently that's
sophisticated.
gonna double your input lag in a best case scenario. I mean, not always, but a lot of the time. Those are some blurry ass backer portraits. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Jesus.
But yeah, I know some of the people out there were like, you know, Dragon Ball Fighters is on the Switch, and it runs all right, and this will run fine.
Right, but that's a very different situation.
Yeah. Didn't quite. No.
Wait. The blood effects are weirdly going over the outside?
Yeah.
That's bizarre looking.
The input lag is allegedly like 130 milliseconds. So what you're telling me is the Stadia version of this game would be mildly better. You got this, Bob. Hit the bottom button. Yeah!
Yes!
I apparently was supposed to call him Jarvis Meower to get the Mega 64 hat, and I thought it was Meowser.
Right. Is it okay safe here, Dan?
Yeah, it's
okay.
fine.
All right.
I'll 100% this after everything. Turns out this game was more demanding than what a lot of people expected. That's strange, conceptually. Because, you know, it's non-linear. It's Unreal Engine 4. There's a large scale to the game where, like, you have a bunch of equipment and techniques and other things, luck mechanics, things like that. Lots of things you have to roll and do stuff. Spaceman says, Valifar barely runs on the PS4. I can't imagine what it'll be like on Switch. By the way, did you guys know that Valifar has 2 different spellings, whether or not you're referring to Ritual of the Night or Curse of the Moon? That's a very beautiful pose. Do your Sailor Moon powers come out after this? Mercury Bubble Blast!
Jesus.
Get it eventually. Chimichururu in chat with E. Ooh. You should move slightly to the left to get that square.
Okay.
Can Bob do it?
What? It went through the ground?
I'm not sure that does that on the other version. Maybe it skipped the frame where the collision would have happened. Bone toss. God, her face. Every time. Every time it zooms in and she doesn't have a face, I'm horrified. Here's how rough this version was. I tried to do the triple kick in midair to get you the pirate hat early in the game. Back on the ship. It took me like 15 minutes or so to get it done. It was rough. It was hard.
Miriam? It can't be.
Tristan, the Switch version's really rough. I couldn't imagine myself being happy with this version, but that's because I could buy other versions.
Right?
Alfred, how are you still alive?
What were you thinking in coming here?
You can answer my question.
Bob, got to hear all about certain YouTube videos that went up that tried to portray the development and release of Bloodstained Ritual and I 2 Mighty Number 9. Bob went, and shook his fist as he disappeared.
Yeah, that's about it.
Johannes looks less clean shaven in this version. Yeah, Johannes looks like... he looks like he's got a skin problem. Like, a legit skin problem. Mr. AD says, "Are you Alfred?" Fades away. You know, that would actually, I think, improve Bloodstained if we could get some, you know, some of the comedy chops of Kingdom Hearts in here.
Yeah, got sword master, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's
Sword expertise.
Yeah, that's a helpful thing.
It is.
Big Nerd Sam says, "Bloodstained is Mighty Number 9 if it had a director that cared." Well, to be fair, this is... Iga is the producer. The director also cares. I'm pretty sure he worked on past Igavanias, but I can't remember which one. His name was Shutaro? Is that right?
I think that's right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he worked on past ones. I could be wrong. Lil Gamba says, "Skin problem? Totally fits. Victorian era." There you go. I saw a video asking if Bloodstained
God,
was
yeah. It's got like a little frowny face and a tiny circle nose.
Yeah, I was telling Bob, people need to draw us that, like the squall image that's infamous, and just, you can only barely see her eyes, so her eyes are like way too wide, and her mouth is a single line across, her nose is a circle. She's like halfway between a human and a snowman. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like games on the Switch, right? Like you got plenty of 2D games on the Switch that run well, and feel nice.
Right.
I'm not sure that I would be terribly interested in. You don't cast a shadow, but your weapon does. Move back into the blue circle.
Oh, is that what's... Yeah. And then my
Or maybe
head?
it's just your hands.
It looks like it's the tip of the whip and the guard of the whip.
But it's there when the whip isn't there. See? See the lighter circle?
Yeah, that's my head.
Okay, that's just... Oh,
Or
it's
your
your
hat.
pirate hat.
My pirate hat. Weird.
Spaceman says, Mega Man 9 runs fine on Switch. I think he means 11.
Probably. I
I
don't...
think he seems to be cutting out 2 entries in this series rather intentionally. Are you guys gonna avoid Unga Bunny this playthrough? Are we doing a full playthrough of the Switch?
I don't think we're doing a full player through of the
live
Switch
streams?
for a live stream. Maybe I'm wrong. She's so beautiful.
I mean, I have to 100% it eventually, but I feel like we have other things we need to be doing.
Right.
There are other live streams that are going to be happening. Oh god, we're getting so close.
Yeah, no, it's literally 2 days. Not even.
And then 2 days after that. But we
Oh,
haven't
yes.
announced that.
Let's see if we can get one of these guys in here, get some early combat or equipment.
He's gonna shove you in that is what he's gonna do. Good job.
Come
We
over
can
here.
At least get the buddy so we can see the low-rise buddy. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds fair.
that's-
That sounds...
Come on. That wasn't close enough.
Can you stand on it?
I don't think I will. Yeah, no. There it goes.
Good job. Now you can do nothing.
Wait, I can push it though. It just clipped through because it was glitchy.
Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is on Switch. That's true, and that's 3D, and I think it's pretty obvious it looks better than this.
Right.
And it runs at 60. But see, that's the thing. This is made on Unreal Engine 4 for a number of platforms.
Right. Like, this is clearly not the same effort or is that one.
Yeah, like tons of optimization go. Like in Yoshi's Crafted, sorry. Yes, Yoshi's Crafted World is also Unreal Engine 4.
It is, but you know, it's Nintendo making a game for their system.
Right. So they get all the optimization tricks, and good luck. Good fucking luck. I've never had problems like I had with this version.
Yeah, no, that is tough in this version.
And I don't know why. I think it's running at a lower frame rate, so it's reading inputs rougher. So you can maybe do it. Maybe it's that you're doing it too fast.
Maybe.
Wasn't this port handled by a separate company? I don't have a name for the separate company, but it was my understanding that it was. You can see why it took so long.
Yeah. You know, we don't need this magic thing. It's fine. It's fine.
Flash Meowski says, I'm glad that the devs are being upfront and honest about the Switch version being rough. It's miles better than most devs being either silent or just going, we should it and he didn't fuck it. I'm going to say that's Bethesda's approach. That was basically most of their E3 conference. You just summarized there.
No, they come out and say, I'm so glad you forgave us. It's so nice to be forgiven for all the terrible things we've done.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's nothing like insanely bad about this, you know? Like nothing. As far as I've heard, there's no critical game-ending glitch.
That's something at least.
Yeah. Well, it's better than Fallout 76 is what I'm
Oh
trying
yeah,
to...
no, I mean, it's not a standard that we need to worry about holding anything to, I don't think. Whoops. Oh no, it'll be another minute before I can load.
I just came from the PC on a solid state drive. Let me tell you guys, holy shit. What was it,
This room's gonna look real good.
Yeah, Dan, man, that's what we're wondering too. I think everyone's curious how Valifar goes later in the game. Hey, Fox, what's up with that moon? It looks like shit. It's so dumb. Why is the loading so bad? This isn't on a disc. Thank you, Spaceman Spiff, for asking the question that points out the assumption everyone makes. Just because it's on a cartridge, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean it will load faster. Loading takes processing power on top of high-speed, non-linear access. So I don't think the Switch's flash is exactly high quality. I'm willing to say that because Mario Kart probably wouldn't take as long to load. Lady 1011 says, "Oh, that's a moon. I thought it was a round space station with a force field around it." You know what? Sure, close enough.
This is actually set in the year 1999. We have those.
Shit, Julius Avenged.
Got him.
Oh, cool. You got Demon 4 out of 4. But yeah, I think this is
It's a portable version of the game.
which is a fucking miracle
right,
in my
like-
opinion, but
That's all we can say. Like, I bought it knowing full well it wasn't going to be very good.
okay. So Lil Gamma says, "Can you explain that with a simple analogy?" I assume he's talking about the load times thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So imagine do we have a book? Like even one book in this room?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of strategy guides on that thing back
Sure,
there.
you know what? We'll take out Spaceman Spiff's amazing strategy guide. Okay. So imagine, real quick, This is a hard drive, okay? You have to read, in order to read something on a page, you have to turn to that page and open it, and that takes time. Not only that, you have to know which page you have to turn to, which also takes other time. That's what a hard drive is like. It takes time for you to find the specific page and read the specific data you're looking for. A solid state drive is like if you had every page on the fucking table and you were merely limited by the amount of time it took you to tilt your head in the right direction and look at it. Now, Unreal Engine 4 is not a very optimized engine for load times per se, because it's just supposed to be a friendly way to make a video game. So when it compacts your game, this room's data isn't all located, say, in a convenient like page, right? This room's data could be all over this book. So as it's loading this room, everything that's unique to it, as opposed to the prior room, could be across several pages. So you gotta keep looking all the way across it and keep bringing all that data in.
This is gonna look real cool.
Stop right there.
No, it's not. Why did you even draw my attention? I'm really upset and I don't like...
Here it is.
Okay, that doesn't look as bad as I was expecting. I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting a inflatable tube man. Yeah, no, that looked pretty solid. Okay. Yeah, solid state drives, like, you have access to all of the data essentially at once. It's just your reading speed that matters, not your seeking speed that matters. That's also why discs back in the day had more load times than cartridges, because not only were we loading more data most of the time, the reading speed of the CD is much lower than the cartridge, and the seeking speed, the amount of time it takes to find the page you're looking for the data on, is also much slower than the cartridge. Now, a solid state drive is really fancy in that you basically, for all intents and purposes, have instant access to all the data at once. It's very good at reading small bits from all over it. A normal cartridge, like an SD card and other things like that, are nowhere near as fast at that. So, I told Bob, I think it was about a month ago, maybe 2, it's going to be fucking hilarious when we hit with these next-gen consoles like the PS5.
Oh, no.
And then he made out with him in midair. He did it again.
Yeah, that weirdo
Sometimes
glitch.
when it pulls in new assets, it just becomes like a weird pattern of garbage on the screen. It's going to be really funny next year when our games for PS5 come on a disc, but because you install them to a solid state drive, it's going to have virtually no loading, right? For all intents and purposes.
Right.
And then the Switch is going to have games on a cartridge and it takes forever to load. It's going to be fucking weird and everyone's going to be like, now, wait. This is fucking backwards. Don't forget to return the book. This is a library, not a bookshop. Let's see. Nathaniel White says, one last unanswered question before I shut up. How does the Xbox One version fare? Because I have that and a Switch to choose from. I cannot fathom a world where the Xbox One's original version runs worse than this.
Right. The only problem is now that the Xbox One's got that whole deal of...
It doesn't have the improved graphics of 1.02, but let's be real, this basically doesn't either.
No, but there's still the chance. They say we're working on a patch that will upgrade it without causing that progress issue.
When we got the update from 1.01 and 1.00 to version 1.02 on all other platforms, it ruined save data that was in progress of playing the game. Like, it glitched up what key items people had gotten. The Xbox did not, as of last week, receive the 1.02 update, so it was safe from that, but the problem was they couldn't just drop that this week because it would do the same thing to them that everyone else dealt with. So, Xbox is still waiting on another update in order to update to 1.02 because they don't want to break the save data in the same way. I think that's the best way to handle that, personally.
Right.
Like, if I had known they were going to do that, I would have played the Xbox version by now.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I cannot imagine a world in which this is somehow... This is somehow worse than the Xbox version, especially if you have an X. I'm sure the X will look fine. I hear the Xbox One X version's legit 4K, but I haven't checked it myself to be sure. And people on the internet are hilarious. They hold up 2 controllers and they hit jump on both of them at the same time, and then they're like, "This is my highly scientific test of whether or not there's input lag." Nathaniel White says, "I have an S." Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to perform as well as the PS4 vanilla version, but I'm sure it performs fine. Hell, the S actually has a stronger CPU than the
But
PS4
only by
vanilla.
no,
But
no.
yeah.
But in the PS4 vanilla?
Yeah.
Because I saw this one, it was like, oh, this is 0.2 better than the regular Xbox One.
The PS4 vanilla? No, you have that backwards.
No, the S.
Well, that does both the original Xbox and the S have a faster CPU than the PS4 vanilla. That was like the one architectural advantage it had at launch. It had a potato GPU, but it had a mildly better CPU. So throughout this generation, you would see digital foundries where like the Xbox version would perform slightly better on a CPU limited game.
Right.
Which,
yeah,
that is super fucking obviously what this is. You know, when we got people like Jimmy Giroux talking about playing on a potato PC, and it was drastically better than this. So how's Zengets going?
it's going great. I'm gonna go back to town and upgrade stuff real quick.
My girl does dream and pay me.
Yeah.
I've seen some lockups on PS4 vanilla. I've played about 50 hours, most of which was on PS4 vanilla. I think my game crashed twice. One of those may have been on 1.01, but I'm not sure.
Now, do you mean lockups as in crashes, or do you mean lockups as in like literally there's
freezing
bad
for a second.
frame rate? And
Well, lockup wouldn't be a phrase for frame rate.
no, it can be. Like I'm not saying it's an accurate one. I'm saying that's what people might say it is. Like if the frame rate
Lachlan,
gets
are you
so bad.
stupid? Bob needs to know. It's okay. So one of our podcast co-hosts for Big Thick Dimension said "framey," and I wanted to reach across the internet and just pop him on the mouth, but that's okay. Lots of toxic terminology for technical phrases out there. It's all bound to get into someone eventually.
Good work.
It was feel. Because if you ask me, hey Bob,
Hey, what's up?
something gets framies. That something is a little framey. That would mean it has more frames, right?
What are we
Look.
transmitting this time?
Oh wow, that's weird. Spaceman says I managed to soft lock the game by jumping in water, and then I couldn't jump out or attack or do anything but float back and forth. Wow.
You could have used your item, the waystone. That's what happens. What I use whenever I get something weird happen like that. Like I fell through the screen a few times in 0.01,
Yeah, you're talking about.
and I was like able to waystone out of it, which isn't great, but you know it's a solution.
Spaceman says he didn't have a waystone either.
Yeah, you always gotta carry those in this game because
Have a
they're
good one,
glitches.
Francis. Yeah.
Okay, I got better armor, so that's good enough.
Alfred was your master.
I love when I get the was it augment gold, and it raises the value of the gold that does drop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll break that candle in his room and get 2,000 gold.
All right, I just realized I can upgrade that sword expert.
Also, did you talk to her about your quest line where
Yeah.
you killed the demon?
Staying up late. So, what'll it be?
Just need some long swords. Okay, I can make some of those to eat.
I'll go with this.
Navi says, switch 15 frames per second like Castlevania
I like it.
64. Good times.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Big Nerd Sam says, kill those murderers dead.
Hmm.
On a closer thought, framing implies more frames, but says nothing about how fast they
I hate
come.
to say it, he was studying with
But-
my attempt.
but it would be relative. Oh, hey, there's Dion playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. What a cool dude. Did you hear the dev note about receiving the feedback from the Switch version and focusing their resources to fix things up
I have something
more
new.
for Bloodstained to be on level with the other versions?
What are you
I
looking
think
to
that's
buy?
neat, and I would love to see. I would.
Oh,
Man,
no,
that's
that's expensive. That's too expensive to justify buying more to eat.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's a weird phrase, but the one I was gonna say was
Did you forget?
I'd love to see them try.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Maybe some of the things they learned from optimizing the Switch version can be ported back across.
Right.
That actually is a thing that happens a lot in optimization, where when you have to optimize for the lowest end system, you learn better habits that
Right.
scale up.
Because I honestly wouldn't mind if it looked like this if it ran in an acceptable way. Like
on the Switch.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not saying if the PS4 version looked like this, you'd be fine.
No.
You are not saying. Okay. Watch, they somehow make the game run 60 on Switch. I would be amazed, to say the least, but it would have to look even worse than this to do that.
I'm surprised we even have the physics-based stuff like the
Hair?
and the scarf.
Yeah. Dan Man says, I had a bookshelf crash on PC as well. Only once, but it was still was random.
Yeah, the PC version I've had more trouble with stuff like that. Like, it just started running bad at some point and then
Yeah.
didn't fix itself until I like fully rebooted my computer.
Yeah, see, my problem is that the 4K version running on my GTX 1080 Ti wasn't running at 60. That I expected. My problem was it had a stutter issue wherein it would be running fine, like perfectly fine, but then it would keep jumping to a frame that was 3 frames ago, and all I could think was, why do you even still have that in memory? Like, you don't have a motion blur based on, like, screen space. What are you doing?
I should have checked if I had the arrows, because the arrows are ridiculous.
Lowering the graphics
Yes.
makes it run worse on most PCs, says Dairoon K. You know,
Ah,
completely opposite to what you would expect. Lowering the graphics makes it run worse.
Right. What the heck? God, I wasted all my MP with her shooting the wrong direction.
Yeah. Can't believe Sekiro. Those just locked them wrong. That's depressing. That PC thing.
Yeah, no, that's real weird.
Completely backwards. But you know, I think overall the game itself has been a pretty great launch. He's just mumbling to himself off screen.
Oh, he's doing that thing. Ouch.
That's what you get for making fun of me.
Yeah, now that I got the arrows right, I can do this next round as
Okay. Yeah, the game is really good. The game itself is fucking excellent. Obviously, I spent like 50 hours easily playing it in the last week. I almost got through the story mode in about 5 hours using the bunny stuff, and I could get it tighter, but I don't know. I'll have to see. Yeah, I can't imagine this version runs very well when you have all those passive skill shards going at once with all those effects and the spinning device above your head at all times. Can't imagine. But hi, Caliban the Third. How's it going? Get 9 tentacle or rank 9 tentacle and see what happens to the frame rate.
Does rank 9 tentacle even do?
Make it huge.
Of course. I wasn't sure if it'd be more tentacles.
Right. I wasn't sure if it if rank or raid would be that though. Rank 9 tentacle on Valifar. See if you can't get that frame rate down to 1. I'm pretty sure it can get down to none.
Right?
It's okay, guys. Bob's gonna get us to Valifar in just a second.
Yeah.
Just give him a second here and get us there.
It's not like that's the end of the game or anything.
Welcome Company is a really good shard. I need to use it on my next playthrough. Because right now I'm just working on optimizing the bunny tech. I did learn something new on my latest bunny run through.
Always good to have new bunny tech.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why when someone was like, can you make your Switch playthrough not the bunny tech? I'm like, I kind of want to spend the least time possible with this, so...
Right?
No.
You would. Come on, man. Come on!
So where's your portrait of the game, Dan? Wasn't that like $1,000?
Yeah, that was something.
It was $1,000 just to get Hater to read a line for you in the special messages section.
Right, like it was very expensive to get a portrait.
So no. Didn't know Bob was such a sick speedrunner to get to Valifar so fast. Well, he is.
Especially on the Switch version here, where everything feels kind of bad.
Just kind of though. You got it this time?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty confident this time. It's fine.
That guy that made Alucard Bane post was madman. Yeah, spending $1,000 to have Alucard read a line for the fucking opening of Oh, Bob doesn't heal. Not during boss fights.
Oh right, I forgot about having healing items, honestly.
You bought 4 copies, what's another like $800? Yeah. I mean, I bought the $175 tier with Tosh. Would you set a goal to get the highest backer rewards? Man, that'd be crazy. That's kind of like a Super Best Friends thing, though. You know how they got the Baz and shit, where they're just having the community come together to force the Baz into as many things as possible.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is cool as hell. Drink your E-tanks, Bob Polo. Why Bob Polo? Even if it's Bob Pollo, I still don't get it. What you have to understand is Castlevania is to Dan what Kingdom Hearts is to KZ. I don't know that KZ loves Kingdom Hearts that much. That sounds like lunacy. Eat your cheeseburgers at Polo. Yeah, okay.
Do I have cheeseburgers? I don't have any cheeseburgers.
Apollo, goddamn. Because I thought it was Spanish pronunciation earlier. I should mention the Baz is in Devil Engine. Devil Engine was not a crowdfunded game. The Baz is just a Devil Engine because the devs like Super Best Friends. I mean, that's cool as shit.
I mean, didn't we find out the Baz is a scrapped Street Fighter 2 character design?
Yes, the Baz is based on a scrapped Street Fighter 2 character, if I remember correctly, but that's great. That video KZ tweeted about comparing you guys to Super Best Friends. I've not seen that. Can I try?
Sure. I beat this on hard mode yesterday.
Yeah, it's hard to do stuff in this version.
It is really hard to move.
Yes. Have you tried shooting him to death?
Like he blocks most of that, so it's
I
hard
know.
to say. That's a good idea.
Let's see. I don't exactly.
Saber Assassin's Creed called KZ Wooly and Feel Liam.
I know nothing about either of their personalities.
Right.
So this means nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take that. And,
People are still arguing in the comments about who the third playable character is. Didn't they tease?
yeah, they
Think
showed
Shovel
Shovel
Knight?
Knight.
Unless that is just, hey, the armor, and not the
I
third
think
playable
they made
character.
it sound like it was going to be a whole playthrough mode.
I need to actually watch this trailer. I haven't. Now
Yeah.
that I've seen Higa and stuff,
Like, why does it matter?
yeah, it doesn't
like,
matter.
Why not?
I need to see it.
It feels to me like the game's literally running in slow motion. And I don't mean like, oh, its frame rate is so bad it feels like slow motion. I mean, I literally think it's running slower than every other version. I could be wrong, but... Ow. What a jerk.
Tristan plays Shovel Knight is not the third character.
Oh, cool. Great.
We're talking about the launch trailer that came out last week, Vox.
Yep.
We didn't watch it.
It's on the Steam page.
Dan, man, I think you're just used to the accelerator shard, but I don't know. We've played so much of this game, like,
Oh, yeah, no, I just did a new playthrough on PC with Bunny.
Tristan says, I wish we got two more transformations. Jeez, it's a lot.
Yeah, you're right. That hurt mode rumble is going insane.
Yeah, no, it's just like, okay, guys, it's cool that you can do this and all, but maybe you go a little less hard.
Oh.
Game over.
But
I wonder why they would want to fix the Switch version.
no reason. Seems fine.
Mysteries.
It's perfect. Yeah, I don't really use the whip, but I may have to because it's one of our stronger ones and it swings slightly faster than the greatsword.
I mean, that the mace I've been using swings pretty fast.
Yeah, but it's dumb.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it does 5 more damage. How is the frame rate?
You're seeing it.
25. That's my guess. Ow.
Liam says it's weird to me that Bunny Morphus doesn't give the tail/whip attack that the lilies have a higher rank. Yeah, no, this seems strange. Like the whole thing about ranking it says it's giving you more attack than you see them do more attacks.
Yeah.
You don't get them.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Alucard from Helsing, playable win. Yeah, so Crispin Freeman version of Alucard would be pretty great. No, Fishopolis, I'm not really sad about not getting to see an even worse version that the Vita would have. This is already rough enough.
I mean, for fuck's sake, the game came out and was good, and we already have YouTubers trying to sit there and compare it to Mighty Number 9.
Spiral Sword does so much damage.
Oh.
Do we have Spiral Sword? I didn't
Yeah,
see it in
that's,
there.
yeah, you have it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna try to get better with this instead of trying to make the greatsword work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, luckily.
Just then. You guys have no idea this version feels so awful.
Yeah, no. Because we just went over. We've beaten this on many different versions.
I've beat this game about 5 times now.
Why are you using your red shard? Critics say your base weapon is all you need. Yes, Red Blades, we know critics are kind of dumb.
Why is my splash bouncing off of him?
Yeah, no, this is definitely the worst feeling version. Nice.
Cease this at once.
Space Message is glad he... Yeah, it's intense. It makes it harder to play. But yeah, Space Man says he's glad they delayed it for the Switch. He might have bought it on this.
I say,
Oh, well, yeah.
really? You forget how many of our friends perish.
Undo
That
all
sounds
work is
awful,
weak.
something scanning. Don't. Also, when you try to skip, like, cutscene stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of hitches up in a lot of cases. My physical backer copy is on Switch. Yeah, that's what happened to Xeon. I mean, I warned as many people as I could.
Right.
Should have played on split Joy-Cons for definitive experience. I mean, you're already not able to play it super tuned, so why not? Why shouldn't you just get your fucking Joy-Con, sit there with your arms down, with the beer hat on?
Xavier wants to know if he just saw the enemy
Yes,
pop in.
you did.
I wasn't
That
looking.
happened, yes.
What if Beckett's their playable character? Don't say that.
People kept thinking that was gonna be a thing, and I think that's insane.
Right? It's like,
Like, Iga knows better, come on. Iga played that game, he knows.
I think all of Japan knows what happened.
Yeah. It's a good thing you bought some waystones. Get this asshole out of here and make some money.
Level up.
I think
Okay, cool. I was on the borderline of a level. Because it doesn't just force a level, it just gives you experience.
Right, it just seems like it's always the right time to get a level up.
Because it's that much.
Right. The third playable Belmont will not be Gabriel. He probably won't be a Belmont either. That seems ridiculous.
I'm sure Konami doesn't mind. Cool. Great.
I think that sword's actually supposed to be good.
Yeah, it is. Especially given our other options.
Nice. Ah, it's even got one of those. Oh
Yep.
my god, that is so weird looking.
It looked great.
KZ says, hashtag wins Zobak. Hopefully never, guys. Please. He won't be a Belmont. He'll be a Belmondo. Okay. All right. I see. It's... They slowed that too, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're just turning
Don't-
around as I'm
don't-
trying to...
Don't stand inside him, Dan.
You know, I was trying to walk through him, and then he turned around, and it became pretty moot. I cannot get the,
Yeah, no, OD would be really good.
Let's see how big dick it got, you know? Let's see if they have a big enough dick to stick OD in as the main playable character.
Right? There's like...
I'm curious.
I dare you.
Third playable character will be Julius Belmondo. I thought it was really... There was a lot of things I disliked about that YouTube video that was trying to paint this as a Mighty Number 9 situation. One of the things that stood out to me as moronic was, Iga said he isn't an indie dev because indie devs make the games they want. He sees himself as servicing an audience and a fan base. And it's like, his spirit is broken. This is not the same man from before. And it's like, no, literally the Kickstarter video is about how he thinks people want this type of game and he wants to make it for them.
Right.
That's literally what he fucking says.
Yeah.
But hey, man,
how-
I need to paint this as a really bad situation so that way we can have another really successful video for our channel like the fucking Mighty Number 9 one. Could you imagine Like, Bob, you know we got a lot of views and viewers because of Mighty Number 9. Could you imagine we were that level of shitheel? We're in the same fucking boat. We could have been that level of shitheaded. We just aren't stupid enough to fucking be a big enough head ass to try to do that.
Yeah, no, it's really dumb.
Because every time a fucking demo came out and every time a beta came out, people were like, oh, this feels great. This feels exactly like it should. Man, the one complaint people had were the graphics.
Which obviously are
and
fixed.
they delayed them. On some versions. Time to bring back the Rant is Go. The Rant is Go is not supposed to be a video series where I pick fights with other YouTubers. Because I hate when people start YouTube drama. And at the same time, that video was moronic and I think it fucking deserves a video reply, but whatever. This is how backpedal mode they are. The top pinned fucking comment on the video. The top pinned fucking comment on the video is him going, oh, hey guys, the game is out and it's great. That's cool. It's no Symphony of the Night.
Because, you know, he can't be too positive.
Also, he was feeling parched. He had to sip.
Yes. Very strong sip, I know.
The sip heard around the world. Hey, Bob, you want to hear a positive about this? Ready?
What's up?
We won't have to experience the 101 to 1.02 update problem that does have to play through the Switch version more than once.
Yeah.
That's a good positive.
KZ says, Symphony of the Night is mid, send message.
I mean, I think Symphony of the Night was amazing for the time. I think the later installments did a lot to progress past it in a lot of ways. But I feel like the sense of scope that brought to the table, Bloodstained's the first in the series to really revisit that. And as such, when people say it's not as good as Symphony of the Night, which really, I haven't even heard that many people say that. It's mostly just him in that one comic where he's backpedaling. Yeah.
He was weird to watch.
Vox is a fan of that channel, or a viewer. I guess I shouldn't overstep boundaries and say she's a fan. But, and even she was like, yeah, that video was weird. Keep in mind, I've been watching that motherfucker's videos since, like, he first started fucking making them. It's not just some random asshole I found to disagree with.
No.
I'm very aware of his shenanigans.
Right. I mean, I don't think anyone should even begin to respect that man's opinion when he openly talks about how D&D 2
but no one knows what those
video games.
No one knows
Like,
what those games are.
Those games are interesting, but he thinks that they are good.
Wait,
Butch isn't.
I'm not a cutthroat. I've never cut anyone.
He made the transition fine. Look at him.
But these scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not cast the.
In fact, he might be easier to look at here because you don't see as many weird face grooves as well.
Anyway, my curse will be-
Well, what
there's a
you have the worst.
yes, quite literally yes.
That is not.
So, Bob, should we risk the other hairs?
Justin wants to know, what channel is this? Justin McKinney, that is.
Her model's a little rough here, guys.
It's fine.
it-
Jesus. The lighting.
Bob he was like, it's fine. Oh,
Don't turn the angle. Oh man, the lighting.
You know what it makes me think of? This is the PSP version of a PS3 game. Like, just something about the way the model's been brutalized to make it look right.
Keep forgetting D exists.
That's fair.
Big Dirt Sam is just realizing what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, D. Yeah, D. D's the game. We
Weird.
reference it all the time because that ending's hilariously bad.
Blue Skin Demon ads, do it. Fox has demands and needs.
Let's see.
Do the a la carte color scheme, Dan.
Okay, we're time noid. Fine. Let's see if I care. This one?
Yeah. Still a better model than female Pokemon trainer, says KZ. Oh, you mean from Smash? I was like, man, I didn't know that they looked so bad in the
They
new,
look so bad in Sword and Moon.
Right.
I also went there, but we weren't thinking about bread,
You're right.
as she is referred to. in
KZ's
some
always
rings.
thinking about bread.
There we go. I'm beautiful now.
Now watch your hair walk through you.
Uh-huh. That's why we chose it. Oh my god.
I can't believe they even put this hairstyle in these versions on the PS or on the PC. It's weird because they give it physics, so then it just acts like a certain scarf. And it looks bad in its own way, but it doesn't look as bad as this.
Vox is disappointing that they got rid of the red hair. It's okay, Vox. We all have to deal with disappointment. It's how we deal with it. That matters. But yeah, see, that's the main reason why I don't even want to say who made the video. Because I'm more interested in talking about the idea of it than shitting on the specific YouTuber. You know?
Right.
Like, I don't.
Tavares says, I like my wife who is in 360p. That's why you you only stream your anime off YouTube illegally.
Yes, that's that's why you do it, because you're a fucking sophisticated gentleman.
Connoisseur.
Fucking connoisseur of pixels over here. Oh yeah, getting that dagger expertise. I'm more interested in ideas, Dan. No. No. You know what I'm fucking saying here. I'm saying I don't want people to go shit on his video.
Right.
I don't want people to sit there and comment about how dumb the fucking video is, because I get nothing from that.
Right.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Anyways. A regular James Pixel Gazer. But, hi, Cute Lay Angel. How's it going? We're having a fun time playing the Switch version, which is a little rough, but it's still an enjoyable game. It's just hard to get used to after playing every other version.
Right.
And as I understand it, there's a decent bit of input lag. It definitely feels nowhere near as crisp as the other versions. Dan sent me here to tell you you're dumb. Yeah, that's a thing. People do that sometimes.
Apparently, the kid has seen it.
Hi, Sandra.
I'm kind of glad I haven't watched it, but Dan has regaled me with tales basically of the whole entire thing.
Oh, you think that, huh? I gave you the cliff notes. There's a lot of tiny details.
Darian says that, guys, Mario Maker 2 doesn't have the title screen Easter eggs. It's blasphemy.
Huh,
that
that's
is weird. So it doesn't have, like, it's that Sunday, some sort of special thing?
Activate the reduce impact. Okay, yeah, let me...
I actually went in there and checked when I was turned it on this morning. Because even then, I was like, this feels wrong.
Yeah.
Just in playing it for like 2 seconds.
The fucking Bloodstained subreddit is blowing up with people being like, it doesn't have input lag. It has so much input lag. And I'm like, God damn it. It's basically never that we get people to basically ask us for that video.
Mm-hmm. Xavier says, Inti Creates makes good games. Why would someone lie like this?
Because they make YouTube videos and they have bad taste in games. Xavier would do it to parody somebody who has a YouTube channel and has bad taste in games. Unga! I hit backdash so many times that it was just like, nah, dog, I'm good.
Yeah, the lack of amiibo costumes is disappointing, but we found out of that a few months ago, so
yeah,
it's that time to set in.
That's a shame. If you need someone to ask, hey guys, would you make an input lag video for Bloodstained Switch? Sure. KZ, come on, man.
Wouldn't your mace do extra damage because it's a blunt damage?
It's about the same, just because of the difference in strength. Because this is 24 and that's 22. Well,
Also, swing tentacle might be blunt damage. I'm not sure.
It might. I'm not used to having a sword expertise level.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. Is Mega Man Zero a bad game though? I think it has a lot of the same problems that most of Inti's games have.
Yeah, well, neither of us have played a whole lot of it, but just from playing the first few hours, it's like, no, thank you.
It's in desperate need of an editor. It's in desperate need of a better writer. Yeah, that's virtually the same damage.
Right. Angel says, are you guys all right after today? And don't
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
The news about the other YouTuber.
Okay.
About a TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really sad.
Yeah, no, it's always sad when that sort of thing happens. I never kept up with that guy or anything, but you know,
I mean,
I think everybody's seen the reaction videos from him.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fucking staple of Siva Gunner.
Right.
He was definitely an icon. He's just leaving. Okay. But yeah, it's... The balance between having genuine relationships with other people and letting and engaging with complete strangers who are going to put you in a bad space mentally is very difficult when you're a creator.
Right.
Even I struggle with that. And I have like a million subs that person did. So... It always freaks me out, because in 1.01, I swear to God, this was just a green shard, because that's what that type of shard is. And in 1.02 and later, it has custom icons for every single one of them.
Right. Makes sense.
Also, I think part of the reason that video frustrates me greatly, talking about the video again.
Yeah,
instead of is that if you can't see what's wrong with KG, like, okay, one, their video on Mighty Number 9 was way too sympathetic for KG Inafune.
Right.
Which
like
seems gross because
that
the
guy's
dude
a con man.
That dude was like, even if you don't want to say he's a con man, he's an incompetent fucking dude who's trying to launch a transmedia event when all people asked for was one game.
Right, and that was all it was promised.
He didn't even fucking focus on making a good game before he tried to leverage a fucking vampire empire out of it. Iga is literally just trying to make a one singular fucking game. And that's all he cares about, and he's good at making that type of game. And their fucking video was insanely sympathetic for KG, and painted like Iga as, oh man, Kickstarter games, gross, like incompetence, bad management. Did you know people disagreed about whether or not the DLC should be sold to the normies? That shows that Kickstarters are flawed, everyone. Oh man, the pop-in on that painting in the background, the eyeball one, was so bad. I literally, you could go back and watch the footage. My eyes were trying to focus.
Spaceman, just those through name. He misspelled a name you type in to get a special item.
Yeah, the Mega 64 hat is Jarvis Meower. I wrote Jarvis Meowser because for some reason I remembered it wrong and I thought it was a fucking Bowser joke. But no, it's just Jarvis Meower, so you get the helmet from Mega 64. It's pretty great.
KZ didn't say anything on it.
Oh, I know. I read it.
Okay.
You don't have to read anything. I got no comment. I'm just gonna keep out silver armor.
Yeah. Didn't you put it on the Crusader armor stuff?
No. And I never will. Oh my god. That's the second time that cat disappearing has had that insane.
Yeah, the big block of something.
the digital cyber demon coming out of it. Yeah, that one.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, aside from the luck, but if I want luck, I should be wearing the Santa hat. So we'll just switch to the Santa hat whenever we need luck, and there we go.
Hi, Captain Karn.
Hey, Captain Karn, how's it going?
What's the password to get the Gigaboot? We aren't that kind of YouTube famous.
We had no money. We still aren't YouTube famous. So what I'm trying to say is someone in the community should make a mod for the game.
Where there's horseshoes.
We're just gonna replace the Valkyrie tiara with some fucking dumb Gigaboots themed thing.
What?
What?
That's just the way you jumped out of the room was weird.
Sudden?
looking. Yes.
I need someone to time these load times.
They are really bad. Giga
Yep.
Tiara.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. A hat that is Big Pets. There we go. You're just wearing a 3D model of Big Pets from, was that 4? Yeah, it was Mega Man 4, right?
No, that was 5 or 6. It's one of
I thought
them.
it was... Okay, yeah, it's 5 or 6. I was thinking it was 4 or 5. So it's probably 5.
Mega Man Big Pets.
Seriously, like, are you illiterate? It's not a fucking request.
Search the internet for Mega Man Big Pets. Search the internet.
Please just use your phone.
Search the internet for Mega Man Big Pets.
Siri! Siri, big titties! Earcal says, please don't put Gigaboots memes into the Mega Man Maker wiki.
Mega Man 5, okay.
Mega Man 5, okay. I figured since both of us overlapped on thinking it was that one. Yeah, that was, like, I'm not saying this as a member of Gigaboots, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying this as someone who runs Gigaboots. I'm saying this as a person who's a part of a fandom. Could you imagine being a part of, like, the Bloodstained fandom? And someone was like, this meme's hilarious and related to Bloodstained in a really active Bloodstained community. And some mod was like, you can't have that here. That's a super best friends meme. That's not a Bloodstained meme.
Different. This is a specialized meme form.
You can only use the memes from our forum. Homegrown.
All Reddit forum memes, get out of here.
Our microbrew memes.
Big Pets isn't real. He can't hurt you.
That's very untrue. If you go back and watch that, I'm pretty sure. Bob almost died just looking at him and hearing his name was Big Pets.
I want to try Judgment out. I see Theo talking about it on Twitter. There sounds like there's some interesting things, like combat can literally, there's no transition into it, so someone can just throw a can at you and you start fighting.
That's great. Okay. So we ended up not getting this MP up, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay, go
if
for
I
it.
could get the boat thing.
Right. You got
That was a
the boat
nightmare.
thing.
Fucking.
Which is the first one over and over again.
Uh-huh. And I just moved forward in between each un.
Get the pig to grade 9 so you can show 9 at once, says Chimijuru. Jesus.
I think I might.
This is taxing.
This guy looks rough.
It's struggling. Every time I wanted to crush him. Guys, is the graphics difference between this and the other ports like really like different? Yes.
Yes.
It is very, very different. I wish there was a way to play this game without right stick aiming so I could play on my hitbox. Oh, it's simple. Just find a way to hook your hitbox and a normal controller up to the same input and then stick the right analog stick of the controller in your mouth and then use your tongue. Xeon says, I'm at the part where I meet Zangetz and I'm starting to worry I don't like this game. It just hasn't felt good to play. Well,
Get a different version.
you're on the worst version. This feels like a nightmare on this console.
Yeah, no, we just came from...
Which time, though? Which time are you at, Zangetz?
I'm sure it's the first time. It has to be.
Didn't he have this yesterday, though?
Look, I'm saying what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I literally just beat the hard version mode for Zangetsu yesterday. I couldn't beat the one on here on normal mode because it runs so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I just struggled at Vapor of all fucking things. I gotta go get the cat or the bunny morphosis.
This is important.
It's
I
very
need to see how
important.
bad Bunny looks. What they do to my waifu.
But yeah, are you Are you at the beginning of the game, Zungets, or the damn near end of the game, Zungets? Spoilers. Oh. Nope, he's gone. Okay. How blocky are the bunny tits? We need to know. See? John Chuando, man of immense culture. I worked yesterday and today, so I've only put in 2-ish hours. Okay, yeah. Space Fits is Zongets. We go in full weeb. Look, they say everyone's name in this weird. What are they? Jeeble? Right?
Yeah, gerbil.
The gerbil, I love you. This is rough. I should equip a real weapon.
Yeah, why are you using this?
Because I was that level of not giving a shit. I was like, whatever, I'm almost at the fucking... Almost at the fucking thing.
Gerbil is best Dracula.
Jerkula.
Sir to get to is just a name and doesn't have to be a Bleach reference.
What? No way.
It's Bob using the hard R for Jeff.
Bob,
God.
look at the entrance over there.
What about it? It's fine.
The upper left
I don't
one?
see what's wrong.
You don't see what's wrong with the upper left entrance
that's
right
fine.
now?
It's fine.
That's fine?
Uh-huh.
All right. It must be me. There we go.
Everything is a Bleach reference? I don't think that's true, Obey.
No, everything's a Yu reference. Duh. Miriam using a big sword. Bleach reference. I think I'm just gonna go to the Best Buy tomorrow and pick up the PS4 version. Hopefully that'll feel good to play. I mean, if you want to confirm that, I'll lend you mine. I 100%ed the shit out of my PS4 version, and the internet has enough information now where I can just Google things that I need to know, or search the Bloodstained Discord more accurately.
Right. I mean, yeah. That's,
So if you want to just like,
it's immensely better.
it is fucking night and day, dude.
I don't. Do they not have it at Walmart? I mean, I could go get it right now.
Oh man, our Walmart sucks.
It does.
Our Walmart's like, Xbox is gonna win this generation, right? So they stocked like, what was it, 80% Xbox One games?
It never stopped.
It never stopped, yeah. Like, guys, the PS4's selling better, please. At least just fucking stock game people want. That's all we're asking for. The Xbox version's probably fine. I haven't played it. I mean, we could throw that in now and check it out for the stream.
Right,
That'd
I mean,
be
I
easy.
think that we...
That might be more interesting than continuing to...
You're about to become Bunny, so after you do
after
the Bunny, I
we'll
feel...
save this and we'll check out the Xbox version. I'll change the name of the stream. Because I have no idea. We haven't even booted it.
Yeah, I actually have it fully installed at least, so it's ready to go whenever.
Good. Awesome. But did you get this week's update of mild localization fixed?
No.
Ah, jeez. Is this not a 100% run? Not tonight! Don't you have a fucking leash?
No.
Not in this version. Can afford the geometry. That load is intense. You weren't kidding with the channel just being bloodstained. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was not.
Look, KZ isn't getting that win. That's look. That chair summon is one chair. You're
It's
always
one chair.
summoning
You're
the
just
chair
summoning
chair.
the same fucking chair over and over. Nice try. Yeah, I don't need my copy. Worst case scenario, I could throw Bob's copy in my system.
Right.
You know? Yeah, I did that, Dyrune Cates. I did that days ago. Joke's on you. I'm sick, okay? Either I win or it's a tie because it's infinite. It's not infinite!
It's one chair.
It's one chair! Unless you found a way to summon your familiar, it immediately disappears. You get another chair familiar, and it looks completely different, which I'm doubting you did that. What do you mean, why? Have you not met me? A new chair materializes each time. Oh, babe, Bryant, you are pulling chairs from the chair dimension to lay your fat ass on.
No, you just reconstruct the same one chair. You and reconstruct it every time.
Cute Little Angel says my friend made a joke that you guys would be half the copies in Florida.
Leveling up the chair shard makes the chairs or different chairs appear.
Okay, then those are other unique chairs, or actually, more accurately, it's the same chair. It changed forms, just like Bloodbringer.
Well, I think that he means they'll summon a different one each time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, it's a familiar, right?
You reform it.
It's a familiar chair. It just slides around the castle following.
That'd be great.
KZ feels not here. Your curse has no effect on me. Okay. Okay.
Did they fire? No, Iga released this. This is fully Iga. Like he's still posting on the Kickstarter.
Yeah, no, it's Iga. I don't know where that's coming from. Look, I haven't even fucking leveled the shard. It's already more powerful than my sword and able to. That's.
Yeah, Navi. They announced that Contra 2 weeks ago during E3, so we saw that during that. Pause it while your bunny formed. We need to see it.
Bunny form, weirdly enough, made the transition pretty well. The face lighting still looks rough.
The clock on her necklace is a little rough.
Yeah, the texture on it's rough. The geometry's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously that texture's nowhere near as high quality. Yeah, no. And her bunny ears still are Donnie Darko as fuck. So that's cool. That Contra game looks like total shit. Well, the funny thing is me and Bob basically had the same reaction of, Contra's been here before. This is nothing new.
Yeah, I'm like,
just fucking, it's the Contra on PS1 again. If we're lucky, it's Neo Contra.
Yeah.
Which I doubt. I doubt we're getting something as good as Neo Contra.
I have no problem with the Contra as a top-down, like, dual analog stick shooter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, Contra's been many things.
I mean, I like Hardcore Uprising the most.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was by far my favorite Contra game. I feel like the rest are kind of mid, but that's me.
I hope to give the original Hardcore more of a chance, maybe avenge my youth with it or some shit. Okay, where's this HDMI on this Xbox going?
Contra the Netflix, that'd be hilarious.
That would be fucking great, actually. I would watch that.
Dion, we kept telling you not to wait for the extra week for this version.
We literally did that!
I don't know. Maybe we weren't clear enough.
We were like, hey dude, that version's gonna be a tire fire. It's not gonna run well.
See, KZ here saying Shattered Shoulders is fun. Shattered Shoulders is the bad one of the PS2 games, and it's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the place this new one's gonna land.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the PS1 one is so awful, it's hard to think of anything being that bad ever again.
I still need to play some Contra 4, because, I like Way Forward.
Okay, there we go. We're going live cam. Hey.
So, I don't think this Xbox was properly set up to go to the TV.
I just did it.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's freaking out because it's not 4K. It's like, what do you mean?
I can't go down.
It's like, I want to be strong.
I rented it in 2003 and liked it, so clearly it holds up. See?
Casey, weren't you like 5 in 2003? Legitimate question.
They're asking what your phone case is. It's Tails, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where his phone went though, so I can't show you.
Pocket.
Ah.
You're seeing it as I walk past every time.
I see.
How are we not getting a signal? This makes no sense. I can see the signals coming from the Xbox.
The Switch isn't seemingly getting anything.
Because it's not involved anymore.
Okay.
It's been removed. Ask Bob anything. He'll answer all of your questions.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
No.
Sure. Bloodstained Foilcast win soon.
In the next 2 days. Hopefully sooner than 2 days. Jesus. I don't know. It may take 2 days for me to hook this fucking Xbox up.
Casey telling Sophie about how old Dan was and how she wouldn't believe it. Kulan just Bob, what's the meaning of life? I don't know. Look, man. YouTube, I guess. Lashland Ross says, Bob, is your hat wearing a hat? Yes, it is.
And it's so good.
Strigoi says, Bob, why? It's not a question. there's no substance to this question. I don't know.
Bob does not deem your question valid, and so you are banished from chat.
Hey, Bob, what's the best Dragon Quest 3 class, and why is it Gaboo out? I don't know. I haven't played Dragon Quest 3. Going over my head here. Not my area of expertise.
I literally have no clue why this isn't working. So we're going to hook it to the TV and manually set the mode we need. Because the Xbox, master of all resolutions, demands to be coddled.
Bob, are we recording 3 podcasts on Thursday? Casey wants to know.
4.
4, okay. It's going up. I'm sorry, Casey. Don't joke about it. Every time you joke about it, we add another podcast. Phil just comes in the chat to tell us which one. All right, let's set up the hair proxies. Really basic ones. It won't help anyone. Display video output. Here we go. Going down to 1080p. Now I'm going to be taking over adjusting the video settings. Give me just a second. I won't be able to answer all your questions. Hey,
How's it going?
I got us changed over to the other video and got plugged back into that switcher thing. Or splitter. There we go.
We got visual.
Amazing.
Also, there's a stream go on screen. I have no idea what it is.
But, you know, donations are always appreciated. Let's watch Verve.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, why wouldn't we just stream someone else's content onto the internet for money?
I was in the middle of the intro sequence. That's pretty great.
How could it be in the middle of the intro sequence and fully updated?
In 1783,
Also, man, that is way quieter than the Switch version. Am I right?
all of Europe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, Beef Solar Dad. Dan, do you work tomorrow, and what's an acceptable time to swing by for Bloodstained? I will tell you off the air!
Man, this feels a lot better.
This is disgusting.
Give me my shoes.
We should start a new file with the correct name for Mega 64 so we can show them the helmet.
Sure,
But that's you go to title or options. Man, look at that. You got in and out of that menu in less time twice
Right?
than it would take to get in it once on the Switch. Tyrone Kate says, does 7 sound good? Lil Gamba says, David Hatter, whispering sweet nothings in my ear. Yeah, it's just a little bit smoother. We're you know, only downscaling from fucking 4K. From 4K to like 1080p. Meower. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Click the left stick in.
There we go.
Has the game crashed yet? We just changed the game. The Switch version didn't crash. I'm gonna go change.
I don't think that. I don't think I spelled it right.
Is it supposed to make a sound?
Yeah, it didn't make a sound. I didn't hear a sound.
It says you spelled it right.
Was it J-A?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's how you spell Jarvis. It's just capital J, capital M. Did you not capitalize the M?
I did. Yeah, just didn't hear it. It could be that we're on 1.01, so it doesn't work right.
Oh, well, just... see.
Right?
They could have even just added the ding.
Yeah.
Most of them are all caps with no space, John, but this one has a space.
Ushered in a new era that threatened
Go ahead and skip this, Bob.
I'm trying.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
you seem to have paused the intro sequence.
Yeah, there we go.
It's beautiful. Zoom in on that shit. What a beautiful fucking hat.
Yes, just tape things to it. It's fine. Get the Christmas lights out.
It's now in a video game.
We're gonna go stab this ghost.
I'll take care.
I'll take care of this. Okay. I'm not gonna skip this because you guys need to see how the original animation for this guy getting grabbed is. It's very amazing.
Forgotten the way it felt.
The demons, the strength you...
And I'm going to if I run into
Just...
Yes!
How do they
Oh.
get inside?
Yeah, no, that is the old one.
The demons from the castle must have been...
Then they can help me wake.
Good lord. Look at this. After playing that other version, this is such a relief. Even though we're back to 0.01, doesn't look as nice.
This device.
Turn that on. Yeah,
That
he
looks a
hugged
little
him.
better. Just a little better. It looks like your running speed is twice as fast for some reason. I told Bob, I'm pretty sure the Switch version literally runs in slow motion. Like, I'm serious. It does. It literally feels like slow motion, man.
Yeah, no, it's rough. It's real rough.
You know, we had some pretty brave people out on Twitter today saying it'd be awful if somebody monetized the tragic passing of another YouTuber. That person was Did You Know Gaming. It'd be terrible to use this moment to virtue signal on top of being a hypocrite. Wouldn't want to make money off of other YouTube channels. Oh shit, Casey retweeted that. I did a quote retweet where I shit on him.
Whoops, I murdered that thing too.
What is the boost coming from? Is that the birds that give you that shockwave?
Yeah. Yeah, the bird's got that. It's pretty good.
Like, I almost quoted it too. I feel like there might be an undercurrent of people who are getting the Twitch finger, like getting itchy with their trigger finger, just seeing that fucking tweet. So I'm glad that I tapped into it. Because someone sent that to me. I'm not going to name them because they may not want to be named. Someone sent that to me.
Yeah, because who the heck would follow them?
I mean, I doubt they follow them. I bet it was also just brought to their attention. But,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can hate follow someone.
I explained to that one dude who was apparently hate following us for a bit. I'm like, dude, the life's literally too short to be doing this. Just fucking move on. Come on. Like even the dude I was mentioning earlier where his Bloodstained video seemed like he was trying to paint it in the same light as Mighty Number 9, which once again, I can't not stress how differently these Kickstarters went.
Right. Freaking Mighty Number
even
9, we
I
had,
follow
we had
that guy-
2 years of, this is awful. Stop.
and 9 months delay for an online mode no one wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even follow that person on YouTube. YouTube just keeps throwing his stuff in my face, and I've watched stuff from him that I like anyway. So it wasn't even like I clicked the video knowing I was going to hate it. You
Right.
know? Yeah. People reference that, Justin McKinney, but then I didn't know Holly... I'll explain this in a moment, Bob. I didn't know Holly's fucking Twitter account.
Stealth kill.
And, yes, very stealthy. Didn't know it was dying for a solid 2 seconds there at all. Like...
I stick my hands in this goop.
But yeah, I didn't want to go out my way to figure out Holly's fucking Twitter account just to go look up a tweet by Holly about this whole fucking thing that would just upset me. Because not to be incredibly condescending asshole or dismissive of other human beings, I don't think Holly's important. I don't think most YouTubers are important. It's only the intention you give them that makes them important. For example, John Schwando wouldn't be here. I didn't stand for the bouncer, so. No, it's probably the podcast. I don't know. You're like, the fucking... This guy likes the bouncer? What do you fucking mean? Like, ironically? Which, yes. But... So what we really need...
So who's this
Here-
Holly? What's going on? Whatever. Don't worry about it.
Holly's related to the whole Pro Jared thing.
Oh, okay.
So, that. But we're not gonna... She went nuts over someone posting a clown video at her, so it was worth it. Oh my god. But Dan, you and Bob are important to me, and you're YouTubers, oh no. Yes, you're giving us power. By caring. Grimjin says not respecting the YouTuber master race. Yeah, see, here's the thing, like, when people who knew me back in high school or know me from my normal job, which I work less of now because I'm working on the channel so often, find out I do YouTube, they're like, oh, then you must know. And then they always say a YouTuber I've never fucking heard of.
But
Because YouTube's
no doubt has 1 million subscribers.
Yes, usually
and
it's
is probably about to be reported for being a sexual deviant of some sort.
Well, the one I was going to reference that hasn't happened to yet.
Okay.
But YouTubers rise up. Hashtag YouTuber oppression.
She didn't sit down.
No, know your place and subscribe, plebeian. Look, Bob, it's 1.01.
I know.
Technically, they called this one 1.04. I don't know. They're inconsistent in how many zeros they're putting on these. When they originally described the Switch version, they said it was 1.1. I was like, oh
Weird.
shit, it's gonna have extra stuff over the other version. And then I check another thing, and they're like, it's 1.010. And I'm like, wait. You're a YouTuber, you must know Doug Walker. No, it was, Jacksepticeye. That was one of the more recent ones.
Man, the way
and
the
it was
effects are interacting in the background is really weird.
it's called Bad.
Yes. That too,
I-
obviously.
Dan sure loves his screen space reflection tech that always has problems. But yeah, Jacksepticeye, before he really, really blew up, like he was kind of large.
Mhm.
How does the Switch version run? Well, we're on Xbox. We couldn't stand the Switch version because it literally feels like it's running in slow motion. And the input lag is so bad. I'm literally going to max out that game just to have a portable version that has all of the, like, items where you get them and demons and stuff like that. That's literally all I'm doing it for. It's about 20, 25 frames per second. It's pretty rough. Reminds me of when my old boss asked me if I played Fortnite when I told him I played video games. Back in 2007, 2008, we ran our first YouTube channel, and I explained to my boss that I had to come down because I didn't live in Niceville at this point. This was a period in my life where I didn't. I explained to my boss, yeah, if we can have these days off for me so I can go down to Niceville to film my YouTube stuff. And they're like, what's YouTube? And I'm like, oh yeah, YouTube's like a platform, you know, you put videos on it, it's internet videos. And they go, do you make porn? And I was like, it says a lot about you that
It's a video on the internet.
Only video on the internet.
It's a video on the internet.
I'm not sure if I should be flattered or concerned about you jumping to that conclusion. God damn it, Casey! She was like, do you make porn? And I said, blow it up your ass.
Jesus, it really went into that.
I thought something was breaking in the room. Turns out that was just the Xbox Elite controller vibrating. So why isn't she sitting? Did Xbox not get 1.02 yet? No, it didn't. It's still 1.01.
Which makes me just know that I'm going to hit the weirdness of, oh yeah, he fell through the whole world.
True. Lachlan Ross says it's Florida. That's all the video production there. He's not wrong. I can't tell you how many times looking around like business listings and job listings on Craigslist and other things like that, where it's just been nothing but, are you 18? Do you have a spunky personality? It's just nonstop, man. Hell, the dude who inspired us to get into making videos at all, that guy eventually at one point for years was a porn editor, and he lives in Florida. So, yeah, it's a consistent thing.
Wait, the Mega 64 helmets were... Okay, no. Okay.
Yeah, but you need to do the kick trick. Let's see if Bob can do it on this version. Shiba Jaruru says, I'm 18 with a spunky personality.
Yeah, Fox, this is like they relocated these things in 0.02. That's part of the problem because the pirate hat was down there, and then this had the plunderer ring, which you don't get till way later.
Yes. And it's a hole in the wall. Yeah, it's actually a breakable wall in the underwater area. Kill Angel says, I'm over 18 and sad. Hey, who knows? Maybe there's probably an opening for that. There's probably an opening for that. Wonder how Twitter's going. I'm just gonna...
I'm sure it's all fine.
Probably shouldn't lob grenades into my timeline and then disappear to a stream. Let me...
I don't know. That seems like the most ideal option. Not thinking about it.
Somebody replied something society. Who thinks he might reply at any point? I'm assuming no. Because that's the thing. I actually didn't even fucking get a response from him over the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a response from the editor of the video. And they explained how it was a fair use to take my video. Because they're very smart and a lawyer.
Yes, they're a very smart lawyer. She was on one plate and then like... It was good.
It was good.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've just...
Sheeple, tell me you didn't.
Gerbil, how dare you?
How does it not?
Please do not.
After all this...
Please do not call him Gerbil. That's very disrespectful. Oh, hey, KZ responded to me when I said I was checking Twitter. How very nice of him.
Come, Grim.
He will probably tweet about it, but not at you. Yeah, because, like, quote, retweeting someone is seen as very bad taste when you're vastly more popular than them. I still don't know about that. Yeah. I still think if someone's going to spit some shitty game, quote, retweeting's on the table. KZ gave me an oh, thank you. How's Jeeble gonna get a real job with that face tattoo, says Vox. See, Vox is out here asking the hard questions. Man, I'm really curious how this runs on the original Xbox One, though. I'm sure people are curious, too. But they're not curious enough for us to buy a whole nother Xbox.
Right? It's like Xbox already didn't have any video games. We don't need two Xboxes.
I really wish they did, though.
Right?
That would be neat.
Now the only video game they do have, Halo, is coming to the PC. So it's even harder.
Caliban the Third says, I hate how his name is with a soft G. I agree. That's not how you say that name. But whatever. You're like, what if I just sit in your mouth and you eat me? Wouldn't that be crazy? Very cool. Very cool.
Very skill-based.
Yeah, you can change a lot about your outfit in this cute little angel. Like hairstyles, colors.
I'm leaving. No!
The funny thing is, if you're at the other end of the boat and you keep running to the right, you ramp up into midair, and then you just run in place, and it's great.
That was the Jeeble I know.
Fun fact, Johannes is pronounced Johannes. Yeah, I know. It's annoying. We have to say names exactly right as they're said in the game, or you have to start saying Ergis right.
Please.
What are you talking about? I say, yeah.
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained.
They should have gotten the Ergi guy. That would have been way better. Bob likes making Miriam dress up like Alucard. Fox says, God bless the ring. The only thing in Ergis you need to say correctly is the cursor noise. That's it. That's the hardest sound to make because it's a... Elijah Ford says, hey, my middle name is Johannes, in which case he has just fully doxed himself.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Naldrag says, hey, Dan and Bob, I'm very sober, but he puts quotation marks around it, so I don't know what that means. It can mean anything. Yeah, I've tried a lot too, Vox. It's not. The correct pronunciation of book is how OD says it. Is a book.
It's bookshop.
Guys, did you know that Miriam backwards is Dracula? I did not. Wow, that's wow.
We got some deep thinkers in here.
Yeah, I definitely would not recommend the Switch version. The Xbox version here is clearly a lot better, and even if the original Xbox version runs rougher, I imagine it'll run at a 720p, maybe 1080p resolution, but run smoother than the PS4 version, which is definitely tolerable. Most of my time is spent on a vanilla PS4.
I did some looking around before, and this...
God damn it, John Schwa, though. I'm not reading that. And Bob shouldn't either.
Here she is.
I can't believe they ported this to the original Xbox. Can this gen end? Can this gen end? It's a good thing they made no games worth mentioning past this gen.
Once I'll do my best.
So, Bob, do you think the next gen consoles are $500?
I think there's a decent chance of that. I don't think there's any way they're going above that. Unless, you know, there's that 2-model paradigm.
Yeah, I think the 2-model paradigm will allow for that.
This is your first time
Right.
here, let me tell you a little bit about
Thanks,
the
Spaceman.
Post.
Chromebooks are really slow at that sort of thing.
You would have liked
The Chromebook's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's just some chat. And then I click a thing and try to bring up a pop-up menu, and it's like, pop-up menu!
All right, give me that key.
Oh, I invited.
Frogert says $599 US. Don't worry, you can just get a second job to afford the PS5. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way they're doing 600 again.
Sony isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Right?
It's already rumored that their console's just weaker.
Man, if if they really go for it and we're like, yeah, no, we're launching 400, and then Xbox does do the 500, that'll be rough
For who?
for Xbox. I feel.
Even though their console's more powerful? I feel like
unless it's excessively more powerful. If
it
it's
is apparently more powerful that devs felt it was worth noting already.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, if it's marginal and people aren't going to know.
Did you accept your murder quest?
I guess I did. I need to go talk to the
You
demon.
need to go and kill those murderers.
Look at this lady.
You there? It was awful.
John Schwanda says, that reminds me of the meme of that rich guy who's like, I'm wealthy enough to afford a PS3 in one game. Are you?
Where are the others?
Laserkez says, double dip done. Steam version installing. Good.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you didn't know about 1.01 Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay in 1.01 is a monster.
Is a demon.
Like,
Some sort of
what-
revenge demon. Very fitting of her character.
She just disappears after you beat the game. I'm like,
She's like, my murder quest is done. Rah! Just fucking lightning strikes.
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather what
She's
information
beautiful.
I can, like the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down
the awkward part of that again will be
my husband's rest in peace.
Sony will still have devs that know better how to use the hardware, so their first party stuff will still look way better. But on top of that, just they'll have actual video games on their system.
Right. Yeah. No. That's.
It's
What
all
are you
with the-
talking about? Microsoft bought so many mid-tier studios.
They bought a bunch of studios that need to be closed down.
Have you learned
Good.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Thanks, Fox. I miss the old PS3 has no games day. That joke was a cultural touchstone. And yet, as people who own PS3s, it was really confusing because when we looked at Xbox, it was like they have Halo, Forza, and Gears. Meanwhile, we had a minutia of different titles. It was very confusing for
Damn,
me.
we didn't get Lost Odyssey or Blue Dragon. We had no games.
Now the meme makes sense.
See?
Now that I've heard a fucking lunatic explain it,
Also,
Makes
we didn't
sense.
get the dinner dance. Infinite Undiscovery was left untold.
yeah, PS3 gamers never got the dinner dance. Not even worth playing a game that gen if you don't get the dinner dance. Not even worth it. But yeah, no, like our problem on PS3 wasn't necessarily that we didn't have games. Like Sony's first party launched 6 titles at the end of 2007, right? And they had about 4 first party exclusives for the launch. The problem was more about Layer fucking sucked. It was like, guys, you had a fucking dragon game and you made it bad?
You're the guys
How
to
the
do
fuck-
the freaking.
Your fucking Factor 5, are you aware?
What happened?
What the fuck did you do? Unending Nightmare 2 says, yeah, but 360 never got Talladega Nights, did they? Also, Folklore is an awesome game. That's a 2008 release, if I'm not mistaken. So a little bit before Metal Gear Solid 4. I actually, when I went to buy my PS3, I bought it with that. Yeah, John Schwando, I remember the 6-axis because Rumble was the last gen feature,
Yes.
in case you didn't know.
Yeah, no, the real problem that gen was Sony making untold amounts of baffling decisions and being incredibly
And having
cocky.
to roll them back insanely fast. Like,
Yeah.
they launched the, what was it, the $400 version of the PS3 6 months after launch?
Jesus.
Yeah, it was about 6 months after launch. Who even wants Rumble anymore? You know, that is a good question. Like, I'm literally engaging with your joke as a real question because I can't remember the last time someone was like, this Rumble's fucking awesome. The HD Rumble on the Switch is good. I wish every Rumble was like it, but that's just a me thing. I haven't really heard other people be like, this is great. And, you know, you always get into those situations where people are like, this fucking HD Rumble's driving me insane.
I mean, sometimes, like, on Bloodstained here, why'd you do it like that? It's weird.
Which shard was that?
Oh, that's not a shard. That's my dagger throw that you have for the Basilard.
I didn't even know that was the thing. John Schwando says, remember that the original PS3 had 20 gig hard drive. Yeah, remember that the PS2 had a 40.
Right?
That's the funnier part. The part where their last gen console had a larger hard drive.
Well, that was the low end. That bird went to space.
But yeah, the PS2 still had a 40.
Yeah, but the bigger one was the 60.
What Bob's trying to say is the lower model for a measly $500 doesn't count. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, no.
I think, you know what? You know what's even weirder than remember the 20 gig hard drive?
Uh-huh.
You know what's weirder than that? Hey, Bob.
What's up?
Remember the compact flash and memory stick ports?
They were nice.
They were... let me tell you how many times we used them.
Look, maybe like twice or so.
I don't think I used them.
Grab the tattered scar.
Because you use USB for the PSP.
Yeah.
You would just attach it via USB. Hey, Dan, put yourself, Bob, and KZ and Feel in his ascending order of height. It would go KZ, me, and Bob, Ty, and then Feel. Because Feel is the legendary, elusive, and according to Bob, according to the Gigaboots wiki, 5'11", which no one is. His words, not mine. I don't know. I think it's weird if a console came out without Rumble. I honestly want the next-gen consoles to all have an HD Rumble-like feature. Casey says Bob knows the truth. I've got a second-gen PS3. What the fuck do you mean it had compact flash ports? Yeah, it had a compact flash, you know, which is a pretty big format. And then it had memory stick and then SD card. Those three, right?
Yeah. I feel like I used the SD card to transfer stuff off my computer to it. Like that was all it was there for. Wouldn't
you just use a USB mounted? Why would you have a memory stick that wasn't in your PSP?
But it's not about PSPs.
Why would you own a memory stick?
No, memory SD card.
Oh, an SD. You said memory stick.
I could have sworn it said SD card.
No, you said memory stick just now. That's why I was like so fucking confused. I was like, you just hate money? Like, fuck, man. Okay, so you had an SD card.
I did all that.
Why did you have an SD card?
I think I had to buy one for class.
You had to, like, they normally make people buy, like, fucking USB sticks and shit to bring things to school, right?
That's true.
I can't think of... Because it was in stuff, but it was mostly in, like, point-and-shoot cameras. Because not even DSLR, you know, DSLRs, not saying you had one, obviously. Right. DSLRs used compact flash. Yeah, no, the PS3 just had a shitload of slots on it. And honestly, that's not the thing I miss when it comes to the design of the PS4. The thing I miss is having an OS that could do a number of different things. Like the fact you have to boot an app to play music or any number of different things on the PS4 and it takes forever to boot the app and it takes forever to fucking do it is exhaustingly stupid. Something scanning, you have an SD card for your camera now. We're talking 2006. These are two different times. Keep in mind, 2006, a 32 gigabyte memory stick Pro Duo. 32 gigabyte cost $180. I think that's right. Is that how much the larger size PSP memory stick cost?
Probably. It was absurd.
It was. Oh, let's see. Hey Dan, do you think the PS2's menus worked well? The PS2 didn't have, you know, a lot of functionality,
but
I've gotten more use out of the settings menus nowadays than I've ever had to before because you have to set the PS2 into a very specific menu or mode for RGB output. It's really weird. Laser Kid says I had a massive 4 gigabyte SD card in my digital camera in 2007. Yeah, no, that was fucking huge back then. The Vita had the same problems with its cards. Yeah, no, they invented a whole fucking new type of card for both. No, they invented a new type of card for the format to play on, which I believe... God, what was the name of that? That's sad. When I don't remember, that's how you know that was a fucking failure. I don't understand the meme about cross-media bar being terrible. I miss the cross-media bar so much. It was the best menu on the console as of yet. On any console as of yet, the modern PS4 UI is a dumpster fire. John Schwando, I did not know you were a man of culture. Wait, yeah, I did. I saw the, what was it, Super Pachaco meme in your fucking Twitter bio. But aside from that, I did not know you were a man of culture. But yeah, I just... That always, like me, Xeon, Bob, we've all had conversations about, like, no, the cross-media bar is super fucking simple. Go to the column that has the thing you want.
Right.
And you're done. You get to make your own fucking folders. And if that doesn't work for you, you can sort by what platform it is and everything else.
Yeah, it's weird. And then to hear that from Xbox people was even more insane. It was like, no, the Xbox keeps changing their entire setup and none of them have been good. And they know it. That's why it changes entirely.
Okay, guys, Bob couldn't
year.
get this at all on Switch. Okay, let's see if he can do it here.
Now I'm just screwing
No,
up.
he can't. I miss being able to organize my shit into different folders. I miss being able to just have a fucking video on my system and it plays it.
Yeah. No,
I mean, the blades were okay, but that was the peak. Everything past that was a fucking nightmare as a 360 interface. And then an Xbox One interface was even worse. It's insane. They're a company that literally made its fucking namesake. It made its name in the industry for making operating systems. You're gonna die if you don't fucking watch out. Bob's on nightmare mode, level cap 1. The Wii's and Wii U's channels were simple enough to understand for anyone at least. Yes, but the Wii U is a fucking nightmare of a console for a litany of reasons. Not only
get that cool mace again.
the fact that the controller is an insanely expensive thing that you can't reduce the cost of and is mandatory for every system to come with. But also the insane load times. Like you boot it and it takes forever to fucking load. The Wii is much better. Oh, hey, here's the bad moon.
Oh, yeah, it is just like...
Way worse. It doesn't
so
have a
bad.
crimson red to it. It doesn't have an aura that animates. It's just...
You can see, like, octagonal lines and stuff around it.
Oh, that's just the geometry standing out way more because there's no shader going around the rim. Your Xbox batteries are low. Oh, we gotta put more batteries in the Xbox. It looks like a stock photo. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's rough.
That's accurate. I wish the Switch controllers weren't so expensive. I agree. I really like that controller, though. And the battery stays charged for a really long time.
Yeah, at least they, unlike Xbox and PlayStation, give you a good battery and give you a recharge cord for it.
Right.
So there's some justification there. Like,
Not really. But
no.
a good battery costs $2.
Yeah.
But it has the HD rumble in it. It's got some motion control stuff in it. And then it also has the NFC built into it. So it's got a litany of technologies the other controllers don't have.
Right.
Isn't the 8-bit dough okay? It has tons of input lag. You can just walk into the Jeeble fight and immediately cut the moon in 1.01. That was the easiest boss medal ever.
So yeah, that's what I experienced.
That's what Bob experienced. You need to, in 1.02, you have to hit him enough for the moon to trigger.
Back off.
Woot, I don't know that I would play Smash with a Pro controller. He says he's been playing on the Joy-Cons.
I play Smash with the Pro controller frequently because of the way that my setup has to work.
Yeah. How would you relate that to just buying a GameCube controller and a GameCube adapter?
I mean, the GameCube controller and GameCube adapter is just straight better. Like
For Smash.
For Smash.
And nothing else.
There's no comparison there.
Yeah.
But it's acceptable on that.
Yeah.
It's way better than the Joy-Cons, I feel.
John Schwando says they patched the input delay on 8-bit dough. Yes, but there are only 2 other people in the world I trust on input latency tests, and I didn't see any tests from either of them, so... Forgive me if I don't assume they improved it enough for it to be good.
Right.
By the way, those people are Noodles and WYDD. Petite. Fucking shit, man. That dog's coming for your ass.
Gotta get past this Archer.
shoots through the ground and kills you. That would be so fucking funny. Speaking of which, John, have you even seen any of our input latency videos? We haven't done any this year because the podcast murdered the shit out of my time. But I followed both, so I know. Yeah, I figured you followed both. But I figured I'd spell it out just in case you didn't follow one or the other. But yeah, me and WYDD actually had a discussion on Twitter for a bit there, debating whether or not you should even do input latency tests on games where VSync is disabled, because the nature of how you measure a frame latency. It was weird, and I still haven't come to my own conclusion. I just really disagree with this concept that you should include the inherent 16.6 milliseconds in the measurements.
This looked just the same as the Switch, right?
Yeah. Because technically, you could have a game that updates and refreshes at 60 hertz, but have the console handshake with the TV at 120 hertz and cut your input lag to lower than 16.6 milliseconds on that frame. Technically. So that's why I had that conversation. I saw the one from Mega Man 11, but you guys didn't mention anything about the frame skipping, which seemed not entirely conclusive to me. We don't... I mean... We don't do frame rate analysis? I don't know. I mean, I have the tech to do that now. It's just, that's an entirely different thing, and I figured I would let digital... Like, it's better if we specialize in smaller areas that are complementary to each other instead of me trying to go out and be the next digital foundry. Because other channels do that.
Right.
There are other channels out there that are like, yeah, we're the next digital foundry. But at the same time, I really wish someone fucking did some analysis and resolution checks on the fucking Bloodstained releases. See, Bob says it so you don't have to.
What is that about, Dunguts?
What? You hit him in front of him.
I did no such thing.
Well, I mean, it was more to do with why the inputs felt bad to people. That's a big reason why. In what way does it have frame skipping? Like, I know there's a problem with the game. When you jump, it literally kicks you one extra frame forward in the space. Like, it's uneven. How it works when you use jumping. And it's bugged the shit out of me since it came out. But he's saying it would drop inputs because it was skipping frames. I can't even remember playing a version of it where skip frames.
I don't remember the Switch version
Was
being that rough.
Was it on PC? What is that game on PC? I think that game's on PC.
Game's on PC.
Yeah. We did a race on PC, right? Huh. Who would have thought this flashing screen was okay? Flashing screens isn't enough. We need the Pokemon low health beep too. Yes, Spaceman, incredibly. It was a PS4 issue, I think. Huh. That's even weirder because the PS4 version actually had the most input latency because of it almost always does. I think this Bloodstained test is going to be the first time it wins over the Switch version of anything.
I don't have enough energy.
But yeah, as far as I know, outside of that jumping issue, which isn't really it skipping a frame, it's it not positioning you correctly and locking. What are you doing?
I was trying to shoot him with the arrows.
Let's have the whole screen fucking flash if you're low on health, but if you try to use the shard and you don't have enough mana, we're just gonna flash the bar, which you're totally looking at.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, to be honest, I should have turned off the rumble a long time ago, but I haven't. On any version, weirdly enough. Vox says low health beep, and it's Ergi's noise in 2 different tones.
God. I'm just real screwing up now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that game. Should watch our own videos of it. Then again, most of our videos are live streams.
Right.
Live studios, of course, drop frames. Because OBS is a perfect program. Vox says shoot him with HP rounds.
That's true.
In the back. I feel like you got here quicker on the Xbox version of the Switch. I think that's right. And we started past the boat. On the Switch.
Yeah, we did.
No, it's air geese. Like you old air geezer.
Then I just kept jumping right into it because I'm being an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Miriam's like, okay, that's enough of this shit, and pulls out the grenade launcher. I do love how the moon looks like, you know, proper shading for a crescent moon in the background of the save screen instead of what it was on the Switch, which was a nightmare. Yeah, he turns.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about backdash canceling into jumping.
Yeah, I never expected him to get that guard up so quick.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole fight's supposed to be you jumping over his head to hit him in the back.
Right. And I got that a while ago, and I just forgotten tonight. I just can't do it.
Bob's having performance anxiety. Thank you, Captain Karn, for the info. Backdash canceling is hella raw in this. Backdash canceling is hella raw in this game, says John Schwando. It's true.
Let me jump into it. Yeah.
I can,
Give me one more shot. This is terrible.
You got it. Vox says you gotta equip a katana, then do a jump into it into standing /dash cancel /buffered into Rekaz.
You know, the first time I went through this, it was with the katana doing the perfect guards on him.
Well, that
So it
explains
is
why
a
you're
lot
so
of-
bad at this.
Yeah, no, it changes the game a lot.
Bob's like, I'm used to fucking being able to block in this Metroidvania, and I'm like, Royal Guard over here. So how about that cans without labels? If you have the katana, you can do a quarter circle forward attack, then backdash cancel, and then cancel the backdash into down, which is the start of quarter circle forward. I'll keep that in mind, Captain Guard. I just beat him to death with the spiral sword, says Spaceman Spiff. He's like, stop that! Jesus Christ, lady! Yeah, no, John K has always been a hack. John Schwando says, can without labels. More like video without jokes. But I think someone else tweeted that at Feel as well. Maybe it was you. I saw that. I was like, yeah, no, it's depressing. It's depressing how bad that is. I guess not really, because he's a piece of shit. It's depressing that people gave him $136,000 so that way he could spend 6 years doing dick all and turning out a piece of garbage at the end of it. Like, every fucking video by... what's that one guy? You can tell he was inspired by Ren and Stimpy. Maxwell Adams? I can't remember. I can't remember his fucking name. Yeah, John K is a disgusting, weird sex pest. He's, and not even that, he's on record as a pedophile. He is, at very least in court documents, admitted to having a 16-year-old girlfriend at the age of, like, 30. At bare minimum. And, of course, other shit got out there about him being, him having acts done by 13-year-olds. So, yeah, no. He is the fucking textbook definition of, sex pest. Watch John K. creep a woman out in the intro to Ren and Stimpy. Yeah.
What?
He got you. 1.01.
Yeah.
A perfect game. Definitely what they intended to ship. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that normally, too. Why'd you shoot me, you bitch? No, we are talking about John Chris Felucci, which is how it's actually pronounced, which is the creator of Ren and Stimpy. He got fired off that show like 1 season in, maybe 2. And it wasn't even because of all this other shit, it was because he couldn't get shit done. Which is why it took fucking ever for him to turn out this short. It's what he's always done. He did a Yogi Bear animated thing and apparently ran out of money before finishing it, so all the voice actors and everything, you know, no money for them. So he just animated by himself the ending where they slap each other's asses for 30 seconds and giggle. Just to finish out the runtime.
Jesus, that hitbox is huge. Jesus.
The creator of Ren and Stimpy being a pedophile is the least shocking thing in the fucking world. I mean, Ren and Stimpy has always been, like, gross. But, like, I'm trying to think back on anything I remember. John Schwando telling you to bait the dragon punch. So Dan, if you haven't already, you should try the Nightmare in a fresh run, not New Game Plus. It really changes how you view this game and approach it, and I love it. Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm going to at some point. I already checked it out on New Game Plus. It's great. I really do like modes on that, like that. It definitely makes me never want to watch Ren and Stimpy ever again. Most of Ren and Stimpy isn't even made by the dude, so you're probably fine, honestly. Most of the episodes you probably remember had nothing to do with John Chris Felucci, so... in fact, and this is an amazing story, apparently when he was getting taken out of the building to be removed from the fucking project, or he was just getting fired, or whatever, somebody fucking... He was screaming at the executives, and he's like, if you're gonna fire me from fucking Ren and Stimpy, you might as well have the fucking milkman do it. Because, you know, he's implying they're fucking his wife. So when the new studio took over, their production logo is Stimpy in a milkman outfit. It's really great. Because they're like, yeah, we're fucking your wife. But yeah, no, most of the episodes aren't even fucking made by him. You're both so amazing! Attack behind me, will you? Well, I'll attack in front of me! Yeah, adult party cartoon totally has that vibe, that creep vibe to it, more so than the series ever did, in my opinion. And I only saw that thing once, like, way back in the day, and I was like, what the fuck is the deal with any of this? Hey!
Finally.
We got it! There's your Chivo.
How many times do I have...
Big Nerd Sam just noticed that Zangetsu goes, Doria! Yeah, he does that.
Apologize for my... Pay it no mind.
Beef Soldier Dad says, I do love animator drama because it retroactively yeets my childhood into oblivion. What if you used a defensive item instead of the Plunderer's Ring? for
I
that
didn't have a
battle?
better defensive one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
just had
so
better int.
I upped the defense for the other ones.
Yeah.
Took off my pirate hat.
Is Miriam wearing a stepdad fishing hat? No, that is actually the Mega 64 helmet from the series Mega 64 by the YouTube group Mega 64. Is
Let them control the Mega 64.
that's how they jack into the Mega 64. I do wonder what's up with production on the next season. Like whether that's something they're doing.
Right, I don't know.
Because it was one of their Patreon goals.
Oh, really?
And I think they hit it.
Huh? Yeah, I
think they hit it. I haven't checked it any time recently.
I had no thought that they were even working on one. Honestly, I was just like, let's do their podcast and stuff now. Whatever.
Yeah.
Rocco shows up at E3 and is pretty funny.
Yeah. I've never heard of that. Is it worth checking out? The channel's great. You should check out the channel. I don't know if I recommend the series to the average person. Because it's on DVD.
Right.
They still don't have it on their YouTube channel. It's a special, like, you go and buy it and pay for money for it and watch it sort of thing. They're making a movie sequel to the show called Revenge Erection. Is this real? Is this
He
real?
looks even worse in this version.
Yeah, no, he looked terrible in this version.
God, his mouth is doing like some weird.
Yeah, no, he has a stroke.
It's
I
trying
think.
to
He
be-
had a stroke or something.
Trying to be Rocky, but
Well, yeah,
not.
that's why everyone rumored that Rocky had a stroke.
Right.
Stallone, by the way.
Benjamin, you
I know, but I'm so scared I can't even.
I always wondered what the actual Mega 64 show was like, says Vox. Wow. Is it really just us? Are we the only loonies who went in...
pick to your house and
Handsome Joe's the one who bought it.
Technically, it's Handsome Joe's fault, yeah.
It's weird. It's really weird, and I can't recommend it, but there's probably some good stuff in there.
Hi, Whirly. How's it going?
I feel like season 2 was way better than season 1.
Season 2 was unbelievably better than Season 1. Here's how this went. Season 1 literally angered me. It deeply frustrated me that they were getting promotions from gaming magazines because Season 1 was so fucking rough. When I found out later that it was just a show that was running on public broadcast in California, I was like, okay, this seems exactly there, right? And then when Season 2 came out, I was like, oh, this is like good now, right? Then Season 3 came out, and I'm like, okay, this is fucking solid ass shit. Strigoi says not being able to separate art from artists is super childish. Art production is disgustingly stressful, and nobody who lives under the stress leaves unscathed. I mean, sure, but I think the more important thing is that a number of people work on stuff. Just go into the next area.
Okay.
Because there's a save room right over there.
There is. But I was like, I don't have any waystones.
Fox, yes, I would absolutely recommend it to you, but I refuse to let you watch it without watching it with us somehow.
Jesus.
I need to see someone freshly watch Season 1. And then I need to figure out a way to monetize it. Okay, guys, here's our Curse Content Club for Season 1 of Mega 64. I guess go buy the DVDs.
Hopefully they're still up on their website.
Hey, who knows? Maybe they put that shit up on, Maybe they put that shit up on Amazon.
Maybe.
I mean, I keep joking that the Mighty Number 9 Reviews debut is going to be on Blu-ray and then Amazon and then maybe YouTube.
Right, I was going to say, I feel like...
Hey, Young Money. How's it going?
Mega 64 is well enough known that doing that would totally make sense. Like,
the Amazon thing?
No, us doing a Curse Content, even if it's just like, go get the DVD. Yeah.
You think?
I think so. I think they're big enough.
I don't think Mega 64 is as well known as Control-Alt-Delete.
That's sad.
That's infamy. That's how infamy works.
I guess that, like, Control-Alt-Delete became infamous. But
Bicker, go ahead.
But a lot of people know what loss is.
You should go back and heal.
I feel like a lot of people don't know that that's from Control-Alt-Delete, which is the bigger thing. Like, they just know the meme.
Bicker says, where's the review, Dan? Bicker, I went to the fucking stream offline.
Oh, no.
People think that was intentional. They think I should slam the end stream button because someone asked about the review. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. We should be back now. That's fucking funny.
Wow.
So I'm gonna start that story again. So I'm in the Bloodstained Discord. And somebody from the older era, I believe it was Vorpal Tiger, Gigaboots, where, you know, Mighty Number 9 was relevant and stuff, said, "Hey, Dan, where's the review?" That's all he said. That was the first 2 fucking words, and I'm just like, fucking son of a bitch. It's so frustrating because I always want to talk about the review.
Right, but you can't.
But I can't. I can't. It's the worst.
The backdash feels worse in this version.
Yes, it does.
And it's
It
frustrating.
really does, and people need to know that. That backdash cancel is much more responsive on 1.02.
Yes.
But yeah, no. Some people are still not seeing it. We lost a chunk of viewers. We should just type in hit F5. Done. Okay. Baker says, "I've been here through enough Mighty Number 9 streams of pain to know that I don't really need a review." Those streams are nothing like the review. I hit 5 and nothing happened. Oh no! I think it still says we're offline.
Really?
Yeah.
God,
What is... Why, God? Why? Why?
So wait, can people see it now?
No.
No?
Oh, people are saying they can see it. There we go, finally. God, I gotta tell that story again.
Big pet incoming.
Hey guys, how's it going? Is everything working now? I never left the stream, so it went up back up for me, no problem. Something Scanny says, but you're in like 240p for me. That cat is really fucking cute. Yeah. I'm gonna do a check to make sure everyone can hear me. Hi, how's it going? Was that a feature? Yeah. It's a very cool spell. Guard says, "No, everything is on fire, and I'm sure I'm blind in my left eye now." Ah, that's unfortunate. So this room also runs bad on PS4.
Yeah, man,
normal.
This is really rough.
Yeah, I have no idea why it runs this bad. This room doesn't look impressive enough to justify that, and then Dan just kicks around the tripod. It just goes to show, don't ask about the Mighty Number 9 review. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell the story now, even though we have literally half as many people. I did not get that far, John Schwando. I didn't need to know that. Also, that was a part of why I thought 4K cats would eventually be morbid, but then Spaceman Spiff pointed out to me that people whose cats died, they would want videos of them. You know?
Time to use this other good hairstyle that works properly.
Spaceman says we're at 146 people watching, so...
Okay.
That's roughly where it was before all the bullshit. Anyway. So... You're very beautiful.
I'm the Joker.
All right. Let's see.
Should be able to unlock the hairstyle from Dominique.
Yeah, the wings.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in the Bloodstained Discord, and someone who's there from that's Bob. Bob's sexy Gruntilda now. I'm not even playing. somebody who watched our channel more back in the Mighty Number 9 era of Gigaboots was like, "Hey Dan, where's the review?" That was literally the first fucking thing he said to me, and I'm like, "Jesus."
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Navi, the real fairies queen, former Yang, says, "Imagine plus size mod." That's it. That's all he said. Okay. Done. Did it. That wasn't that hard. As it turns out, very easy to imagine someone taking a slider and moving it too far to one side.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
But yeah, no, I always want to talk about the Mighty Number 9 review. I'm always interested in talking about it. The problem is that I can't, because could you fucking imagine spending this long on some shit and then because you have fucking diarrhea of the mouth spoiling every good joke in it
Right.
before you've even filmed it all? Yeah. Big Nerd 7 says, Dan, perverts that want a thing are more dedicated than you think, question mark. What?
Johannes,
It started when the
I know.
interests of the
Yeah, no, I mean that'll definitely happen. I don't know.
That's PC, baby.
Yeah.
It's what they do around these parts. It's not even Thursday, guys. We can't be thick posting it here. Is that a thing? Dan, make a Kickstarter for that review. I wanted to under one condition.
I can buy back shop.
That I asked for $1 more than KG got. $1 more. That's the whole reason I wanted to do a Kickstarter. I was like, show him the trailer, which is gonna be hype as shit. Show him the trailer, and be like, obviously this is a very expensive thing. I want $1 more than KG and food. Is it gonna cost that much? I mean, I could make it cost that much. Definitely shouldn't make it cost that much. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is making $1 more than KG to Fude in a fucking obelisk in the honor of everyone fucking hates you, KG. That's the important part. D'Anthony Gigaboots starts Kickstarter scam. No, that's not the point. The point isn't to scam people out of money. The point is it as an art piece. But if you think I'm going to donate the money when I'm over, like all those other people who do ironic fucking Kickstarters, you're goddamn wrong. Hobie Bryant says, Dan, the Mighty Number 9 review is literally my most look forward to content right now. I'm so excited for this. I need to just fucking...
Yeah.
See, here's the problem, right? You guys want a brutal fucking breakdown of this.
Oh, the castle itself, but the site it rests.
It's only because of the podcast, the live streams, I've been able to afford to do the channel full time. Doing the channel full time takes time. Time that... Yeah.
Yeah. It's complicated.
It's hard to keep a content train rolling while working on really fucking hard content. Is the issue. But it's even weirder when you take into account that I actually am going to be hiring... I shouldn't fucking say any of this.
No.
Whatever. Talent costs money. There. Done. That's all I'm gonna fucking say about it. Beef Solar Dad with his... I think he thinks it's generous words, but they're very cruel. Listen, I would be waiting until that Kickstarter was $1 away and then donate that last dollar. If you tried to afford it and visit Dan at Whataburger, he'll spoil the Mighty Number 9 review for you. That was one scene. Ah, shit, it was probably 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel like you kept going, Dan. You were
No.
forever.
I didn't even get to the fucking intro credits. It was like 3 or 4 scenes. Let me count them real quick because I know what I told him, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 4 scenes. Also, his statement is incorrect. I would not do that. Spaceman special. Don't think if you show up at Whataburger, you get cool shit.
You might get a Whataburger. Nothing else is guaranteed.
I did buy his food. He was not okay with that. He's like, this is bullshit. The Fuck You Mighty Number 9 documentary.
Oh, I got the sword. That's cool.
if I showed up at a Whataburger, I get Whataburger. What else do I need? Yeah. No, that's it. You're good. Dan hires Iga to play through Circle of the Moon on stream, question mark. He didn't even make that one. That would be cruel.
Right? Like,
Iga, I love your work. Play Circle of the Moon. What? I thought you said you loved my work.
I've never even been to Nagoya yet.
Wouldn't that be funny? It's never been in the same fucking city as the devs that made that. Those chairs look way better here than they did on Switch.
Yes.
That's a problem. This is fucking 1.01. It's not even 1.02.
Right.
Yeah, Switch version's costly. I super chatted the cost of my food back to you, so really the only thing that happened was you gave YouTube 40% of my food cost. You showed me. Cute little angel says, if I show up at Whataburger, can I get a high five? I mean, if you show up at Whataburger, I'm pretty sure Tosh would want to at least see you. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're getting a high five. Whether or not it's from me. Basically depends on the day. I did have a guy show up in town relatively recently.
What the heck? Jesus, I had not seen him do that move.
Yeah, he did that to me once. It didn't own me that much. But, yeah. There was a dude who showed up in town recently, and he lucked out that I was barely able to afford the time for, like, a single thing. Because it's insanely busy around here all the fucking time. Iga should play Gabriel mod on Circle of the Moon. Oh my god, could you imagine? Do people recognize you on the street, Dan? Funny story. No, but they recognize Xeon because he played a furry in one of our first YouTube channel's videos. Like, literally, they're like, hey, I know you. And that was Dr. Aggro, because he was, you know, he was also on our first YouTube channel. They're like, hey, I know you. Hey, there's the furry guy. Yeah. That happened. I don't think I've ever been recognized, no. I don't know if Vox loved that story too much. No, that video actually was our first viral video because it got included in a thing called, I believe they called them furry bombs back in the day on 4chan, where they were like, you can post these videos at furries to own them. And the funniest part was our comment section was just full of fucking, our comment section was full of a fucking ton of furries being like, I don't understand, this is funny. Like, this is funny and true. Because the whole fucking skit idea came about when me and Dr. Aggro found this article. Like, we bumped into an article, I'm like, you fucking see this shit? And I showed it to him because it was so fucking unreal that they were like, we interviewed, and this is fucking 2007, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2007, okay?
It might be before that, Jesus.
No, it was 2007. It was our first... Oh, shit, it was our first... Wait. It was 2007.
Okay.
It was late 2007, because we bought our camera to do the YouTube channel thing. Like, we finally got off our asses and did it because of a Sony contest. What's up, Bob?
It's 3 a.m.
Do you work tomorrow morning?
No, luckily I don't.
Well, that's good at least. Yeah, we wanted to win a PS3, and you had to make a video submission for a PS3, and we were like, well, shit, all of us have been talking about doing a fucking YouTube channel, you know, this whole time anyways. I never noticed that bench.
Yeah, you can sit here.
But yeah, 2007, you know, early YouTube, and yeah, people just included it to piss off furries, and it didn't really work. Most of them found it funny. But the article, right, that's what I was talking about. The article is about all these furries they interviewed were like, yeah, I was introduced into furry art when I tried to look up Sonic the Hedgehog 2 cheat codes. I was like, I looked up Sonic the Hedgehog 2 cheat codes when I was a kid once. I guess I just barely escaped alive. That's insane. And I showed it to Dr. Aggro, and he was like, what the fuck? What the fuck do you mean you searched up Sonic the Hedgehog 2 cheat codes?
Like, I guess we did it just a little bit too early. Before the internet had done that. Had to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 cheat codes.
Oh, yeah, we showed up just in time to not run into that?
Yes.
No, furries are, like, a thing since, I wish Agros were here so he can remind me of the name of that terrible furry animation thing that's way too sexual. Something the cat? Fritz. Fritz? Fritz the cat. Anyways, since, like, the 60s, 70s.
Right,
I
but
watched
I'm just not sure how infected the internet was.
Or specifically
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Because the internet was fucked from day one, it sounds like.
Of course. I mean,
There's some, like, YouTube channels that did, like, documentary furries, you know? Furry documentaries, rather. Where they're like, this is the culture of furryism. Turns out it just started as a weird, like, art. There's a word for it. It's a community, but it was before internet. And they just, like, it was like a thing they sent out every 3 months or whatever. Yeah, Frederick Knudsen did the video I'm talking about, Down the Rabbit Hole. But yeah, it was like, you would submit your art to this group that's running it. They would include it in the month's thing and then send that out to everyone. Like, that's how it was done pre-internet. I forget the term for that. There's a term for that they used in the video, but anyway. Are Thundercats considered furry? Man, that's broken.
yeah.
When are they Okay, it breaks eventually.
Right,
It's still insanely OP.
The backer's power is intense, okay?
Yes. I don't know that I would.
I would classify it as furry looking, but I don't know if they're part of the official, like, this is furry. I don't know if there's something that harsh official.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay. I was able to tell a coworker was a furry because they drew a thing. Go to the right. You were
Yeah,
at
we
this
just
part
went
of the
there.
game 10 minutes ago. You're like, that was an hour ago. Because they drew a fucking character and it looked exactly like Robin Hood by Disney, right?
Right, like the
To me, that is classical furry because Fritz the cat also looks like that.
right, like drawing like full animal snouts and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
doing.
But
like,
human
it's
enough to be hot.
Yeah,
It's like, here's a cat, except for it has human tits. It's like, all right. Whereas Thundercats, you don't go, that's a cat. You have to be told that Lino.
oh yeah, I have battery power.
Ah, cool. I got you. This is why we keep rechargeable build batteries. Actually, I think we're supposed to be doing this for some sort of production equipment, but I don't know what. It just always goes in the Xbox. Can you pop the back off, pull the batteries out? You.
All right, now we're going to go down here. Ow. Actually fill out this little part of the map. Jesus, just keep taking hits. I'm doing good.
That's a bad idea. Do the opposite of that.
Oh my god, he threw a boat at me right as I jumping up. Oh, great. Oh, well, we don't need the lethal boots. It's fine.
It's fine. Nah, you're good, Yukari Yakumo. We were just finishing talking about furries, right, everyone? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to be said, really.
Right.
Somebody just asked if Thundercats were furries. I explained how we made a early video with a fictional furry character that was supposed to be a parody of parody of those fucking furries they interviewed for that article a billion years ago. I was just like, yeah, I tried to look up Sonic the Hedgehog cheat codes and I got turned into a furry, and I'm like, that must be how it happened to feel. He just one day was playing Sonic 2 and he's like, this is fucking hard. And he was like a 27-year-old man. It's still out there, Bob. That dark power in the internet laying dormant, waiting.
It's just like, oh man, this is good stuff.
John Schwando said, sorry, Space Asteroid says, who isn't a furry at this point? John Schwando says, me. Like, immediately. I can't read that, Woot. It's so funny, but I can't. You can read it if you want, Bob. It's very funny, but I'm not going to say that with my mouth words.
God.
You can do your cool kung fu kicks to get across that. Or jump well. Fuck you. I don't need this. No, Roxy, the main reason why I wouldn't do it is because it would get clipped. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult balancing the time between all the things we want to do. It's always hard. Wow, was I too late in waking up to hear Bob come out as a furry? Bob's not a furry, Shadow of the Darkness, but thank you for asking so politely. Nice. Fucking cow. That's awful, Captain Karn. I've never once watched One Piece, so, you know.
Well, what did One Piece do to him?
He said he saw that my name on Switch is Danji.
Ah.
And then he thought of Sanji.
Oh, okay.
And then he was like, now I want to Photoshop or draw. He says, Photoshop me as Sanji. I'm like, that's tragic. It would go right over my head.
Right.
I don't know. I've probably seen Sanji enough times to be like, it's that dude. And not get the...
How this connects.
Yeah.
Now we got the fairy.
Feels real name is Bob, but he looks like Dan. Oh my god. Hey Bob, you coming down here to get Bunny Morphosis? Is that...
I guess we can go do that.
Well, I mean, you're the one heading this way. I was just asking.
I don't... Oh, right, he can summon that. God, that's so weird.
Yeah, I've done that, Lachlan. We haven't done that during this stream, but we've done that. Thank you, Cute Little Angel. That's very nice of you. Cute Little Angel is drawing us as characters from this game.
Oh,
the
cool.
four of us. But we're all for Miriam.
I guess that's okay.
Dan, you are awfully into Bunny Morphosis. That shit is broken. Also, that was me just kindly letting Bob know tongue-in-cheek he's heading the wrong way, just like he is right now.
Yeah, but this is a cool way. Look at this. Get to look at this wall.
Get some gun.
Gun. Bammo, it's very important.
Maximum gun.
See a treasure chest I can't get.
John Schwando says, look, Bunny Morphosis is the best ability in the game, and it's not my fault. She's got super great tits. Yeah.
That should have hit me.
Yeah, real cool. That probably should have too. Man, his feet just don't collide when he's doing that attack, huh? Does anyone who plays this game actually use the gun? Me at my top level play. You get the rapid fire technique with a heat-seeking bullet type gun and load diamond bullets into it with an infinite ammo hat. As it turns out, pretty cheap.
Yeah, my playthroughs, I keep going to that underground place first.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That place that's actually completely optional.
Right.
God, why did they make it? I guess that item wasn't for you. It was
I
for
guess
some
not.
other guy.
Yeah. I was foolish.
Infinite ammo hat and gun is useful for no hit medals. Exactly. Because of course at my level I have no problem kill anyone, but you know, because I have a insanely powerful sword. But yeah, the gun's helpful for not getting hit. Buckland Ross says the problem with short Mr. Field is that he's depicted as Arino, who is like 6'5". Didn't we find out Arino is 5'11" as well?
I think we found out he was like exactly 6 feet.
Yeah?
Something like that. He might be 5'11".
So he's taller than Feel?
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's like the tallest Japanese man in existence or something.
You want to be cool, don't you?
I do, but it's not a very good item.
All right. John Schwando says Arino is 5'11". Oh, there he goes.
Okay.
See you, buddy. He just like fucking slid out. He was like, see ya.
I'm glad it's not familiar. I don't want to have bees familiar.
You don't want to have bees familiar? That'd be so great.
We should play Samurai Showdown 2-player sometime. See how that goes.
In some sort of beating,
Maybe.
perhaps.
Make it into content.
Sure. I'm not sure about this content. Bob, what is video content?
Wait, that's another one of that sword we got earlier in the game. Oh no, we didn't get it. Did they guess?
They gave you some other shit, I guess. I
I guess
don't know.
so.
No, we haven't checked out Zero Ranger, have you?
No.
Yeah.
What's that on?
I think it's on PC.
I saw a Steam Summer Sale started today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's was the last like few years of summer or of sales on Steam. It's been like, okay, this is an alright sale. It's not nothing crazy.
Yeah, as it turns out, they could only get away with ruining the entire economy of PC games for a good decade before
Right.
people started to realize that didn't make sense.
Right. It's like there's no way this actually works out, but okay, here we go.
Sure, I'll buy your game for $1. All those guys get to say their game sold a lot.
Right? Like that's all they get. They're not. Oh, my fairy god! I was like, what happened to it?
She got real sad and exploded.
Right?
You got to the left from here.
Jeeble,
Well, well. Look at all the shards you've...
it feels like nothing. Just power. And so long as I'm in control,
What is good
Wait,
lines?
I'm not
My skin turned green for no reason, Jeeble.
Yeah, I normally talk to him as a buddy, so I don't even... Is Sam Show even on Switch? No, I think it's
No.
just PS4 and PC.
I have you
Yeah, I guess they didn't even do Xbox.
Yeah.
Goliath belongs to me.
Is it on PC too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the whole Epic Game Store
Yeah.
thing?
What? Yes, that
Yeah.
hilariousness.
Dan, Zero Ranger was that shmup I wouldn't shut up about. Oh, that's right. I remember that shmup Box wouldn't shut up about. That's Zero Ranger.
Which one? Oh no.
I'm not sure I showed you. I think I did, but I don't know. Tenchi Ryu says, I remember when Sonic Generations came out on PC in 2011 for $50. 3 weeks later, it was on Steam for $10.
Yeah, those days are over.
Red Blaze is saying that Sam Show is coming to PC and Switch later on this year. I thought it was coming in a PC simultaneous, but okay. I didn't realize. Is this the point in the game where the actors change how they pronounce Jeeble? Did that happen in one of the versions? Because as far as I know, it didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
PC is like November-ish, apparently.
Wow.
Switch port is probably going to be terrible. Yeah, but probably not as bad as Bloodstained.
Yeah, though SNK Heroines isn't exactly motivating.
Yeah, that's true. SNK Heroines is a fucking tire fire.
Which everyone should still look up the final sequence of. The ending cutscene, if you will.
Yeah, the ending cutscene was fantastic. It is now in me. Good. Now that monkey got out.
Well, we're probably
I was really worried about it. SNK Herons on Switch is about 18 frames on a good day, says John Schwando. Yeah, that's about right.
Whoops, what?
Haha, you got yourself. Now that monkey's bad. Because you're bad at puzzles. You can post it. You can post it in the Discord. We prefer you post it in promotion or media. Off topic though. You're such an intellectual when you wear cat ears.
Where did I get cat ears?
No. Okay, furry Char. Wearing your fucking mask. Have you ever heard of Miriam? I hear she's really cool. I hear she has an 8-pack.
Sar's just a cool guy, you know?
Yeah, Char's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
sad.
Yukari Yakubo just noticed we're wearing the Mega 64 helmet. Yeah, that's the thing. If you enter your name as Jarvis Meower, you get the Mega 64 helmet. Also, Bob, I would like to note, I'm not sure we want to go out there saying Season 1 of Mega 64's cursed content. It might be, though, honestly. It is that rough.
It definitely is. Like, that's... They have to know, too. Like, I feel like...
I mean, we were talking about doing our older stuff
Yeah.
for cursed content, so...
You know, it always bugged me that whenever I broke a wall, I would immediately get it. And now that I see that it doesn't appear where it is in the wall, it appears in front. Which
yeah.
I saw a few days ago. I was like, what? Why?
Mm-hmm.
I'm upset now.
Yeah, I think Mega 64 Season 2 is where it really starts to click for me. Where it's like, oh, this is actually funny. You wrote jokes this time. Thank you.
Right.
Where are you going?
I was going to go save, but we don't need to.
Oh, okay. I thought... Well, you're literally going to save the moment you cross that room to the left. Do you have severe difficulties crossing
No, I
this
just
room?
don't know the placement of the place.
Oh, okay. You mean you haven't beaten this game 5 times in the last week? Weird.
No, I haven't.
That's definitely weird. Doing the other thing, that's not weird. Alright, my holy young. Yeah. Mega 64 is gonna get a 5 out of 5 on the cursed content scale, says Lachlan Ross. Probably. Someday you'll die. If only we got the bunny form. I beat this game once, but it took me 22 hours, so I know this castle inside and out. Yeah, that'd do it.
All right, that was just the thing.
Keep in mind, I had to beat it twice just because they changed it right after I beat it the first time. It was like, oh man, everything looks different. What the fuck?
Then I can go up to OD and get a book from his bookshop.
Bookshop.
Which he keeps saying it's not, but I don't believe him.
It's a library. It's a library. not a bookshop.
Is there something I can help you with, human?
How would you fix Castlevania Legends? Throw it away. Start over.
Will you murder me for that alone? I've picked no quarrel with you. My name is Orlok Dracul, but you may call me OD. I oversee this library, Miss...
Miriam, am I permitted to take out books from this library?
Of course, Miriam. Although you would be my first human patron. The books here are
He's been lending books out to ghost chairs
Yes, ghost chairs love books.
and other scary face books.
Yes.
avail yourself of their
Look, there are other vampires in this castle. We just never run into them. We're always happen to be on the other side of
Alright.
the castle.
Yeah. Why not?
He's always got that fight pose. It's hilarious.
No, we don't, Lachlan Ross. Do not tell anyone we call them vintage Vanias because we do not.
be certain to
That's dumb, and it's being different just to be different. It's being clumsier just to be different.
Right? Because at this point, most like Metroidvanias are also real old.
What? No. Bob, Symphony of the Night isn't vintage. Big Nerd Sam says Vintage Vania sounds like something someone said on Reset Era. Yeah, it sure does sound like something someone said just to be different. Why would they do that though? Unless they were a fucking soul-crushingly giant hipster. And then that move where he just shoots you.
Yeah.
It's a good move. I can't remember the last time I tried this hard to kill this dude. Because you can get fully leveled bunny form before you get to him.
Right. So you just kick him like a few times, and he's just gone.
Yeah, it's like 7 times. You know?
There we go.
Jack D says Symphony came out the year I was born. Are you calling me vintage, Bob? Yeah, you're vintage.
In video game terms, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Are you a video game?
Good question. Are you video game? You have to tell us now. That's how it works.
Just like I have to tell you if I'm a cop.
Uh-huh. Or a prostitute. That's how that works.
All right. 1.01 with the real good glitch.
Yeah, the jump cancel.
Yeah, boys. Where's the just
You do that and then that again. Yeah, yeah. You gotta hold the second jump longer so that way they both land at the same spot in midair. Yes!
Jesus.
great.
I loved explaining that with the katana.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and they took it out. They knew.
They're like, no, guys.
They knew that was
this is
ridiculous.
too much. Your powers become too much power.
Well, Bob, we should probably end the stream at some point.
Probably.
Because
we
I
got the
work
cool double-
today.
Yeah, you work. What are you doing, man?
And I
What are you
wanted
doing?
to edit things after this, but I fear I've run out of time.
Yeah, we did this for far too long.
I don't know what you're
This
talking
one
about.
isn't
We're
e-
having a great time with people.
This one isn't even about the Switch one like we were talking about.
Well, we were checking that the Xbox version was fine.
And it is.
We got farther because it's easier to play,
Yeah, like a lot farther. Probably around the same amount of time.
sadly. Yeah. But, okay. Well, we're going to go. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We're going to do that sleep thing, perhaps. And, oh, Miriam's waving bye.
Bye,
Let's-
everybody.
Take it easy, guys.